in the letter to Sexy Red. Because I said, I'm going to do a letter to Sexy Red. Niggas was DM. It was all love. So I get where you coming from, how we talking about. Because once upon a time, there was a story of a woman who committed adultery. And everybody was saying, kill her, kill her. And they tried to set Jesus up. Right? They hand a nigga a brick. They're like, yo, we caught her in the very act of zina. All right? Or adultery. We caught her in the very act. And you know the law says this. So what you gonna do? Jesus looked at him, took the brick. He was like, all right, bet. He said, let he who is without sin throw the first brick or throw the first stone. All of y'all who haven't been caught in the act, but you know who you are, what you do behind the scenes, the high heels in your closet, the skeletons up under your bed, you know, the DLs nigga got going on over here, the women you sleeping with over here, and this stuff, and you done slept with your sister's husband, da-da-da-da, and women cheating on the man, da-da-da. What about the stuff that ain't came out to the light, that if it were out in the light, in the public eye, that you are deeming the judge at this time, you would be facing the same fate? And it hit them so hard, them niggas just was shook. They just left. They're like, you know what? I'm out of here. I don't know what this nigga just did. This nigga just did a parable. I'm gone. And what'd he do? Did he tell her? You ain't did none of that they talking about. Come on, get up. He said, go and sin no more. Meaning, he knew what she did. You understand? But he didn't condemn her and brick her and stone her to death. Do you understand what I'm explaining to you? That was the approach for the letter to Sexy Red. Yeah, I know what she got hand in. I know before she had hand in it, it was a lot of motherfuckers leading up to Lil' Kim, who Jacob York wanted Dr. York to put money behind. Which I see every day why Dr. York was like, hell no, nah, because he could have did it. But he was like, hell no. Nah. Why? Because she was pushing pornography to the masses. He wrote about this in his books, that they didn't want it to be that the prostitutes would be the walkers or the street walkers or the hookers that you see walking up and down the street no more. He said it'll be every household. Even down to the children now, where it tinkers down, where everybody's wearing what the prostitutes wear. You used to be able to identify and say that's what it is, but you can't do that now because it's everywhere. But how did that happen? Through Hollywood. Mostly through the music machine or the music weapon or the music industry. You know what I mean? So to even act brand new, when Sexy Red come out, her biggest song that everybody was mad about, that song was out before I was born. They didn't know that. But the song, them lyrics ain't new, literally. There's nothing new about those lyrics. They're actually literally the same lyrics from a long time ago. To a song called Pound Town, I think it was. If I'm not mistaken, shit, it could have been AI. But what I know is what she was talking about ain't new. You understand? So a lot of people would have liked for me to bash her, and I couldn't do that. But I'm telling you, there's something in your spirit. Y'all got to get that up off you. You know what I mean? If you find yourself, like, I don't care what she do, what she did, and you can't tell me, listen, I remember being cheated on 2019. I witnessed the shit. You know what I mean? I hopped on here. I was talking. I think maybe 300 people seen the shit. It wasn't a lot of people following me at that time. Maybe like 11,000, maybe not even that. I'm like, damn, this shit crazy. I did all this, da-da-da-da. And I remember at the end of the video, somebody commented, I think it was a sister, and she was like, after all that you said, you never once called her a bitch. And I thought about it. I'm like, damn, yeah. Because, you know what I mean? They can do whatever they do. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to like them. But it's something about you when you standing on your square that will not allow you to bash them. You just can't do it. You can't stand around your friends and bash women. Because anything that's going on with them, if we really the leaders of this society, how we supposed to be, we can fix it by fixing us. I mean, it's just simple shit to me. Other than that, they're going to say you pandering, all this other stuff. They won't say it to me. They going to comment it and all the whatever. Anything other than that is like, you know, we can fix it if we fix us. If we really the leaders. Can you explain why she support abortion? I can't explain that. I don't know why people do what they do. All right. All I know is there are energies moving on this planet. Okay. It could come in the form of you. It could come in the form of myself. It can come in the form of Kermit the Frog. Energies move on this planet. All right. Two opposing, contrasting, and comparing energies. And that energy is negative, positive, left, right, destruction, prostruction, build, destroy, balance, imbalance, order, disorder, peace, chaos. That's this reality. You understand? What I do say is when it comes to abortion, is it not a choice? So when people are saying pro-choice versus pro-life, let them know they're both the same. It's a choice to decide whether or not the child lives. It's a choice to decide whether or not the child dies. All right? It is a choice from the woman who will be bringing life through here. Now, I don't know. Like, are y'all, listen, if you think the woman goes to hell for doing it, are you going to hell with her? That's her thing. She has to deal with it. I don't know why people can take it so personal. You know, it's her thing. She'll have to deal with it. Now, if you're community oriented and you think, oh, we don't need to abort all of our children, then I understand that. That's when you get into the conversation like Angela Stanton was bringing forward, where they use certain things like that to slide it in as a contraception, but really they're just practicing underhanded genocide. I understand that point. Still, okay, you would have to be witty enough in this situation, meaning use your brain enough and think far enough that the circumstances are yielded that make it more favorable for the child to be allowed to come through, which means everybody got to have a hand in that. It can't be your opinion on social media. Everybody has to have a hand in that. You want to know what can help the abortion numbers go down? When the sister gets pregnant, instead of talking bad about her, reach out to her and ask her what she needs. And don't wait for the baby shower to help her. You understand? And don't show up to the baby shower with one little gift, some socks, and then she never hear from you again. You know what I mean? Because when that happens, guess what? There's little girls watching that happen. There's little girls watching their mama struggle to take care of a baby, put their whole life down. You know what I mean? Lose who and what they are. Of course, and this is what niggas will do. Oh, she decided to make the baby. A lot of times she didn't. You understand? Well, she had sex. Well, again, not everybody that's having sex is intending to bring life through here. There's certain things you have to think about. And then it happens, and even the man who participated in the act, he gets to wait. He gets up and walks away. He doesn't have to go through any of the pain of the cultivation process, the pain of birth, the pain, the emotion that come with it. People are treating you this way, that way. You don't know what you're going through, especially if it's your first time. All right. You don't know if the man you with is cheating on you. You don't know if you're going to be able to take care of the child, all this other stuff. All this runs through the mind of the woman the moment she finds out she's pregnant. And it doesn't stop running through her mind. You know what I mean? People think it just stops after a while. You think about it. No, and I only know this because I've been around women who've gone through this, and I wasn't trying to sleep with them. So I'm able to hear what they're going through, talk to them, and learn more about it. Because I can tell you, I'm going to be right hand to the Most High. Honest with you, I used to speak out heavy against it. I wasn't one of those. I didn't talk like this 7 years ago. I used to be one of the same people in high school. And I know that might sound like, well, high school, yeah. If you know me, I always been teaching and stuff like that. So I used to speak heavy against it. But then I started to realize when I would bring up the conversation, because I'm energy sensitive, I paid attention to how many sisters who would be there would like start getting uncomfortable. And I walked away feeling low. I didn't feel like I did something great. I walked away feeling like I condemned people, and I didn't even know them. And I started thinking to myself, well, yeah, how many sisters go through this? And then I started really doing my research, not just looking up the numbers, but doing my research as in talking and watching how conversation. It's a lot of women that go through this, and they don't speak about the negative effects of abortion. You understand? They just say, oh, they put the commercials up. And I do editing. I've been in film since I was 12 years old, even before that. All right. But I took media at 12 years old and kept with it. So I know all the cuts and I know how to add music in to pull a heartstring. I know all of that. I do movies. I know what they're doing. They're making it seem like it's a good thing. You understand? Now, if somebody's dealing with, like I said, the incest, rape, the health issues, all of that. And let's not just factor that. Let's just say the person doesn't want to bring a life through here. Okay. I understand it because of all the things that can come with each and every one of those realities. All right. It's just that they're pushing it out like a plan B. You understand? And you have to realize they called it that for a reason because God has a plan, correct? The divine plan would have been that child came through however it happened. And we don't always understand why those things happen that way, correct? Okay, but then a plan B comes through. And that plan B is not about the things that are the exceptions. The plan B is people eat them like it's candy. I know this. That in the communities I'm from, all the women, the young girls from age 15 on up to 22, 23, they all got them in their medicine cabinets. That's regular stuff. You go in there to brush your teeth, you're going to see a few plan Bs. Right? Because it's just the key word there is contraception. All right? They did it like that on purpose. So people are, I can just do what I want to do without what? Being responsible. I can play God without being responsible for what it means to play God. And don't think I'm sitting up here being righteous and acting like I ain't never, stood there and watched nobody take a plan B. So please don't think I'm one of them. I don't know if I need to change the thing because I got the books in my hand. I don't want people to get the wrong idea now. I ain't coming from off the suburb sidewalk. I've been out here, so I know what I'm talking about. I done stood there before. I done stood a few times. I done stood there and watched somebody take a pregnancy test. You know what I mean? So I already know what's going on. What I'm saying is it became a situation where they're using people's fear mostly, right, of not being able to provide, losing the life that they had, the fun that they had, all of that. So they make these commercials and they put them out there and say, oh, I did what I had to do. And it's all sunny and shit. No, tell the truth. You know what I mean? Tell the nightmares these women have. Tell the truth about the depression that these women endure. Tell the truth about the disconnectivity that they experience afterwards. Where you're going to say, oh, it's not a life. It's not all this other stuff they argue. Well, then it still affects the woman, whether it's a fetus or not. You know what I mean? So if you notice in my Come Home song, I said not just the abortion thing, which yields pain, but the miscarriage yields pain also. You know what I mean? Because you know and you feel it. I'm not a woman. All right. So I cannot identify with that feeling. OK, I've been told by women that you feel life in the womb. Y'all can feel that there's a life there. It's like a portal. OK, a vortex spinning. Y'all feel it. So when that is extracted, OK, you also feel the absence. So I'm knowing this from personally, my Umi went through it. My Umi went through, I think, 2 miscarriages. One was, I think it would have been a sister, and 2 was twins. So I remember I was able to see what babies look like because when the miscarriage took place, they were able to let her have the babies. My mama ain't with all that. She ain't give you the placenta. She ain't giving you none of that. She give her what's hers. And that's another thing. Women, y'all don't got to give them y'all placentas. None of that shit. Stop auctioning y'all stuff off. I mean, you do what you want to do. I'm just saying you don't have to. Okay? It's yours. All right? I was able to see both, I call their names, Azaria and Azion. Right? I was able to see them. And one of them was more developed than the other. Okay? And he looked like, the boy looked like a gray. The baby looks like a gray. And the bones were just coming in. The skin was just forming. The head, all this other stuff was forming. And the sister was like a fetus, like a spiral. You know what I mean? But she was still here. And we could feel her. You understand? I'm going to explain it to you. So to answer your question the best way I can, I don't know why these people do what they do. I don't know why these demons do what they do. All right? If you're hearing me, all I know is some beings want the trauma to be here. And they're not telling you that the reason why they pushing people for this abortion thing is because trauma is currency. You understand? It's like whammies for these people. They get to get money off for the process or the procedure. All right. They get to get money off of the therapy that it takes that people don't talk about. And the money behind the scenes is the energetic currency of the trauma. All right. This is more souls that are damning themselves. You know what I mean? Regret, guilt, shame, all this stuff that's unspoken. They cover it up with makeup. All right. They cover it up with clubbing and drinking. I know I got a lot of friends that's going through this right now. All right. Women I went to school with, and they still haven't been able to grow up. They still haven't been able to have the chance. But where's their guidance? It's like, can you blame them? The men, all the men trying to sleep with them, been trying to sleep with them since we was in high school. Right. And all the women is running around either judging them or sleeping with the other men. We didn't have the guidance. So by the time they became of age, it's like they're already in these cycles. It's the same thing. You club every weekend or twice a week, 3 times a week, sometimes maybe 4. All right. You drink your sorrows away. You drown them. All right. You still having your carnal desire. You end up having sex with someone. You get pregnant. And then it became a joke because they see JT and the rest of these people, they make jokes about it. So they say, oh, it's okay to joke about abortion. And they just joke about it. Like one of them say, somebody said, Glorilla might be pregnant. And she said, oh, y'all already know what I do. I damn near got a membership at that place. You understand? Y'all don't understand. These people are put in position to say that type of shit. Because everybody knows what she's talking about. You know? So I wish it was more support for the women. And don't just support the women who decide to keep the baby. Support the women who decide that they don't. Meaning, at the end of the day, you gonna force her and abuse her? You know what I mean? Like, come on. If the environment is favorable enough, then they'll want the children to come through. Because they don't got to worry about this, that, and the third. Same reason why niggas is complaining about women being more masculine. But we made it that way because we stood down and allowed ourselves to be castrated for all these years. And now she stands up and you get mad at her. I don't understand. Something about it just don't seem right. And if it was any other way, I'd say it. But I don't think we could blame the women. Now, it's some women who are treacherous, scandalous, all of that. I get it. I understand. You know what I mean? I'm just saying when we start generalizing it, yeah, we let this shit go left. And now everybody want to complain. So I will be one of the ones who can sit at both tables if you can hear me. Because I don't have a left or right flag on. I sit over there with the Trump supporters. I sit over there with the Biden supporters. Whatever. Whoever. Okay? So long as they know I'm just sitting here reminding you about that table in the center that ain't nobody sitting at. That got all the shit over. You want some bread? All the whole spread is over there. Y'all want some soup over here and some bread over there. And y'all mad at each other. One side throwing bread, one side throwing soup. You ain't gonna have nothing to eat after y'all done with this food fight. So I'm just over here reminding you to have sense. Stop abusing the women. Damn. All right? All that coming out against them, they already go through enough shit. They go through enough. Stop. I don't care if they call themselves bitches a million times. You don't call them that. You don't do it. You feel me? If you listen, your heart still broke from that time you got cheated on when you was like 9, you got to get over that. You got to let that go. You got to stop dealing with every woman like that. You see a red flag, walk away. Don't hold on to the red flag and get mad because you're getting drugged through the mud. Somebody said that's a bar. You didn't say it, though. But you was thinking it. Niggas see a red flag, grab onto it. They get drugged through the mud. And then get up and go to a podcast and say these bitches ain't da-da-da. You see what I'm saying? Roll back. Let go of the damn flag. That's women, y'all, too. You see a red flag? Why you gonna... But people hold on to them flags for why? Because for their own benefit. You benefit in some type of way. Even if it's the benefit of you not having to find better. People get comfortable. Learn how to let that shit go. I know it's not easy. But this is why y'all need your religion back. Remember? And don't keep making this. I'm tired of people, all this meemaw, peepaw shit, pawpaw shit. Oh, meemaw was in the house. Meemaw made sure shit didn't fall apart. Stop disrespecting our ancestors. You feel what I'm saying? Those of you who had them ancestors who would marry and stay together, hold the family together. Stop disrespecting them. Okay? Maybe they didn't have all the answers. Okay, you know a little more now, right? You know so much. Why are we doing worse? You know what I mean? We know so much more than our elders, right? Why are we doing worse? Why are we doing worse? Oh, I'm independent now. Yeah, you independent now and you're depressed. You know what I mean? You can't keep a man. You'll get one. And women will find a good man. Don't get me wrong. They will find a good man. If a woman can do anything, she can find a good man. We're out here. You'll find a good man. And then what's the next thing you try to do? You try to make him into the ain't shit ass nigga. Because of what you were comfortable with. You know what I mean? Why your pants so hard? Why your pants so up like that? You mean on my waist? Where they go? Yeah, pull your pants down a little bit. Pull them down. Pull them down, she said, with a straight face. You know what I mean? Well, why you don't never drink? Why we don't never get drunk? Why do I never intoxicate myself, she said with a straight face. You know what I mean? You ain't never getting into no shootout, no nothing. You know what I mean? You wanted to be a fucking gorilla. You got to make a choice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just... Nothing was wrong with our elders' way. We just don't want to damn listen. That's the thing. Like I said in my Too Young song. And it ain't even always that we don't want to listen. Sometimes the elders wasn't talking to us. So I feel you on that. No, I'm for real. I've literally experienced where a female told me, I had to be like maybe 19, 20 years old. I was dating her. She's like, why your pants so up? I'm like, they're on my waist. I'm thinking I'm doing the right thing. I'm going to your house. Your mom and them going to be there. Yeah, pull your pants down a little bit. Pull them down. Why didn't I think of that? Pull them down. You think you finna fix your life up, you fuck around with the wrong female, she'll tell you and speak you back into the bullshit. Fucking around with the wrong one. So, no, women will find good men. They out here. You know what I mean? Don't watch too much TV. There are straight good men that exist. I know it's like mind-blowing to even fathom it. And then you got to get into the gun. What's a good man? Oh. I've seen all kind of good men. I seen they got their credit together. All that. I ain't never say it was me, but I seen them. I'm not saying when I walk by the mirror, I was like, there you go. I ain't see that. I know niggas that got their credit and shit together. Nigga got a whole house, car, works a nice job, everything. He courts still. Y'all know court is a real thing. He still courts you. You know what I mean? He take care of you, pay for you. He don't bother you. He let you do what you want to do. You want to go out, he let you have fun. But he don't scam. He don't scam, though. He don't argue with you. Listen, I had a female tell me I don't argue with her. So it ain't going to work. I thought she was joking. But she was so for real. Had another sister tell me that she was happy because we got into a debate about politics back in 2021. She said, I'm happy you can argue. She was like, at least you can argue. That's good. I'm like, argue with you. So y'all find them. You know what I mean? Just, you got to be ready for it when it comes. And a lot of us, they don't be ready. Because you be so used to some shit, then you get one, it's like, you don't know what the fuck to do. You disrespect them all the time. You want to talk to him like the niggas that ain't shit. You feel me? And then that's, you know, the high value men that people keep talking about, all that, they run into them all the time. But what you're looking for is like, I guess, I think a lot of this just comes with age. and maturity. You understand? A lot of it does most of the time as we grow. And I'm not 60. I'm 25 years old. Okay. So I know enough about just being 25. All right. I think it comes with age. I think as you get older, you start realizing, wait a minute. You know what I mean? I can't just be playing around with my life. You know, you get like 34, 35 years old, men and women, you start realizing, yo, man, I'm going to be lonely. It start clicking around that time. And people don't want to be lonely. You feel me? So, I mean, you can have your fun. You do what you want to do. I just encourage everybody to be safe and come back home to your religion. We got to get all of y'all back to your religion so we can move forward. If you conscious community people would stop fighting me long enough, you know what I mean, to get what the fuck I'm doing and help for change, then we get this done faster and change this shit around faster. Hold people accountable. Y'all should be holding NLE Chopper accountable. Don't just, oh, damn, he ain't with us no more. Hold him accountable. Y'all should be making them videos, pointing to his pictures and shit. How y'all doing TikTok? Make them videos. Tell them come home. If you was supposed to be spiritual, come home. You know what I mean? You got to make a decision about this shit. There ain't no left and right. Straight line, straight and narrow. If you were born Christian, raised Christian, and somebody grabs you and say, oh, come over here into our community spiritual, go back to Christianity. If you find yourself not knowing what to do and you spiritual, go back home. They don't got nothing for you. Let me tell you what the secret is. They just copying the Bible. Or they just copying the Gita. All right? Siddhartha and them, Buddha them, right? They're just copying a religion that was already here, Islam or Nuwapu, okay, which is a science, a school, or a lesson or degree, a grading. They're copying that. They're copying Dr. York, but they didn't have anything for you. Just go home. Just go back home. I'm not saying pray up under no white Jesus, none of that stuff. I'm not with that. But let me tell you something. If you were drowning, right? Let me ask you a question, really. If somebody was drowning, okay, and here come this white man, stringy hair, look like the hippie and everybody, you know, they done dissed him and they been joning and roasting Jesus since I can remember. Okay, here come this white man, robe on for some reason. He ain't never changed his outfit, right? We got the sash on, and he just walk up and say, I got you, right? And he reach his hand out. Imagine the motherfucker drowning, slap the nigga hand away. Say, there was no James back then. And then they just drown. Like, I don't get what's wrong with these people. If somebody can help you, let them. You know what I mean? I don't get it. Same thing with the homosexual shit. Niggas is mad. You that mad at the homosexual that you're drowning, or the person is drowning. And motherfuckers say, I got you. And you slap their hand away. You know what I mean? Say, it's two genders. Get the fuck on. You can't be that upset with them when we're in a world that's drowning. They drowning too. Listen, do you feel like if Putin say, fuck this shit today at 7 p.m., right? And he pushed the buttons, and just sit back. And his folks come in and say, what the fuck did you do? The fuck did you? And he said, nigga, fuck this shit. And he just blow this whole shit. Do you think that they not gonna hit everybody? They hit everybody. It's gonna be everybody. You too, as woke as you, listen, you cannot meditate your way out of a blast radius. I think anybody in any world that's ever tried can attest to that. There's no meditating. The fuck did you? Yeah, I'm telling you something. Y'all ain't listening to what I'm saying. Pay attention. You know what I mean? You can't be that mad at them. Now, people who trying to sexualize children, all that stuff that's happening over there with Baphomet and his fleet, I'm right there with you. Okay? Don't think I'm not. I just got to creep over here, because if I don't, them motherfuckers will blast me before I get to where I'm going. So don't think I don't see them. But I got to be, you know what I'm saying? All right? Okay. So I see what you're saying with that. Okay, I got to swing around here, because if you don't, they'll be like, oh yeah, take him out. And we done built this shit. We done fighting to build this platform. Every time I turn around, there's another glitch that's only happening on my phone. You know what I mean? I'm wiping sweat. I'm like, damn, I can't see none of my posts. Anybody else? Did y'all see me post it on my story? I said, damn, did anybody else going through this? I'm wiping sweat. Motherfucker me to do it again. I think I might be just PTSD because they deleted me once. It took me a long time. It took me years to build up at 30,000 followers. They said, fuck you. And my last post I put up was black is not a race. I said, damn, they didn't like that. They got rid of me. Never let me get it back. So I see you, okay? Just know when your voice is louder, you actually got to be more careful about what you say. So it's a whole thing, you know what I mean? But I see you and we see them. And it's being handled. We just got to handle it another way. So there's something about the name Jesus, okay? And you have to be careful about how you go about this. Because never forget that even after the whole Bible stories were supposed to have played out, they still had emperors coming in having people killed for saying the name Jesus or worshiping in the streets or trying to tablik and bring people on. They killed them people. They don't like that name because that name is a reminder. A reminder of what was and a reminder of what is and a reminder of what is to come. And they can't seem to get away from it. They tried. And I tell you, a lot of these people would rather live in a delusion to deal with the truth that's right in front of them. Like, how are you satanic? Like the dude came on and said, I'm with Satan. And he ain't never say nothing else after I said that shit, did he? I said, nigga, you're with your op? Because that's what you just said to me. That's what the word means. And he going to go back and think, say, damn, that makes, damn. Right. And then you didn't come up with your own God. You just took something out of the Bible. So you read the Bible. You picked the bad guy and said, I'm with him. And you want me to take you serious. When that same Bible says he loses, I don't get it. You didn't even pick a storybook where the bad guy wins. You picked a storybook where it said in 4K, all right, that nigga lost. I read it. I was looking at the shit how everybody else was looking at the shit in church. I said, yeah, this shit said that nigga lost. That nigga lost. That's literally the last words in the Bible, bro. Y'all playing. Bro. They said, remember that nigga Satan? They put your response in there too. They were like, yeah. They're like, that nigga lost. So I don't know why motherfuckers be like, yeah, we with him. He got destroyed. His establishment got destroyed. He got locked up. They locked his ass up. He lost. He couldn't do shit. That's how this ends. I don't get it. So, nah, help me. That's what we saying. Help us. Instead of taking people away from their religion, if you don't have anything better for them, if you ain't going to be in their life, okay, helping them step by step to get to another level, then don't take people from their religion. Do you get me? Because I would rather, listen, Rollo, when I told you Rollo came out and was like, if you got to follow Rollo to get to, you know what I'm saying, religion, you got to follow Rollo, then follow Rollo, okay? The nigga talk for real, oh God. That nigga said, if you got to follow Rollo, then follow Rollo. I was like, yeah, that's what I said, though. When I was talking about Lil Baby, I said, Rollo took his shahada, you should probably follow Rollo. Rollo just said that, follow Rollo. But he said, what we're doing is trying to please our Lord. He said, if it got to take a trend to please our Lord, then so be it. Okay, then I'm with Rollo then. You know what I mean? If everybody was mad, even John Gabbana, the boot gang nigga, was like, why everybody trying to be Muslim? What's up with this? He was mad. I'm like, damn. What you mad about? You know what I'm saying? The Muslims believe in Jesus too, nigga. Chill. They just getting mad for no reason. I don't get that. He's like, bro, what everybody want to do? Bro, listen, if Christianity supposed to be the shit, let Christianity be the shit then. Let it speak for itself. For some reason, Islam is being seen as a power, a force to be reckoned with. Let them people do that. Let them people do that. So that they can come home. And what you see, nigga, Tank, Kevin Gates. Kevin Gates been with it for a while. Rollo, all them people, Dirk, all kind of niggas coming out say, yo, we with Islam. Let it happen. I think I seen Jadakiss. Let it happen. I already said it. Let them come home. You know what I mean? Yeah, I mean, they discredit Yeshua and what he stands for. All right, okay, watch this. You a Christian, right? Boom. You talking to a Muslim. You bring up Yeshua. They say, man, fuck that. We discredit him and what he stands for. Now, what do? As a person with your sanity, what do? Do you argue with them? Or do you leave them be? They already told you what spirit they with. Because anyone who's really a Muslim has no reason to disrespect any of the prophets. Simple. There go your thing. So I just gave you, anybody ever, they'll say they're Muslim, right? And they disrespect Yeshua or Jesus, Asa, whatever. Just walk away from them. Because where they coming from? What book they read? What Quran did they receive? Who is their messenger or reminder? And ask them, if they disrespect Jesus, ask them, yo, when Al-Mahdi returns, who did they say was going to be with him? And if they don't say Isa, listen, just walk away from him. Because you're just dealing with that's at that point, it's an NPC programmed to throw you off your game. Don't argue with those types of people. And even in Al-Quran, it said, yo, if you do argue in the best of ways. The main disagreement that Muslims and Christians have is whether or not Jesus was crucified. That's the biggest thing. That's why they try to make it about, oh, they don't believe in our God and stuff. No, they really just upset because the Muslims say he wasn't killed. That you couldn't kill Jesus. That there was a great work or a great wonder that was performed to save him. You understand? And, let people have that thing. They're going to disagree with that probably to the end of time. Let them have that. I did my best to explain. Pops did his best to explain. Dr. Malachi York, he did his best to explain. And they still don't want to listen. They like the reality that says Jesus was killed. Because their whole thing is built on blood. But they don't know that the ones who set that up was Shaitan and them. Because their whole thing is blood. They did that on purpose. The Vatican and the Catholics. Their thing is blood. So now people, oh, it's the blood. It's a deep game. Same reason why when people catch the Holy Spirit, it look like they what? Possessed. You go watch the movie Exorcist and then go watch a tape of somebody catching the Holy Spirit and you watching the same film. Just different directors. You understand? They foaming at the mouth. They screaming. They slapping people. Babies getting slapped. I'm like, yo, this is... Never did it say this is what happened when Asa or Jesus went into the River Jordan. They didn't say that he was slapping people, violent. They didn't say he knocked John ass out. They ain't say none of that. They said this nigga was chilling. You would have thought the Holy Spirit meant some other shit. Holy Spirit make you relax and chill and vibe. You ain't worry about that shit. That nigga said, cooling. That was the Holy Spirit. These folks get the Holy Spirit, they get violent. You know what I mean? That never was what we meant. So, my whole thing is just don't argue with people. If you moving in the spirit of Christ, you right on cue with me. If they don't like the name Jesus, get away from them. I'm giving you all the ways out. The same way I said, look, anybody after this, they start coming with that negativity, let them, right? And just walk away. I said, we're going to block the negativity out. We don't got time. We got no room for it. Here's where we at with it. You saw what happened with Sonya Massey, right? A lot of people didn't know about it. It happened earlier this month. The video just got released. Right? Now, bring it back around. Her son's name is Malachi. What do you think the realm is trying to tell you? because I taught you how to read it. Okay? The same thing I put in my book, Blue Kachina. That's what it's telling you. That all of you orators, the helpers of the light, Dr. Malachi York said, I heard him say this. He said, where are my helpers? All right, we came on here. I said, Pop, we right here. All of y'all who were putting the images out with the rainbow around them. Listen, I said, we right here, Pop. It might not be the tribe or the nation that you came to, the lost sheep that you came to, okay? But you go read the book of John, and it will explain to you that there's sheep out there beyond that immediate tribe or that inner circle that still needed to come home. And then it'll tell you that there was a gospel that needed to be preached to all of the people, all tongues, all kindreds, all nations. You understand what I'm explaining to you? Only one person could do that. You feel me? Most of us only speak one tongue. Only one person not only can do that, only one person has done that, and his name is Malachi. And tell me you don't find her son's name in the Bible as a whole book. You understand? A divine revelation. Malachi. Go read it. Go read it. So I just want to come on here and put these words out here so that y'all can watch what happens. All right? Y'all can pay attention to see what happens. I ran into somebody today, was talking to him. I said, go home. I've been telling people that all the time. I said, go home. It's about to get ugly here. If I'm walking around you and I tell you to go home, you're not where you're supposed to be. You got to get out of there. Sometimes, let me show you, all right? Because everything I do is for a reason, right? Real quick, by a show of emojis, since you met me, all right, you can put whatever emoji you want to put. Don't just put shit. Just because you, listen to what I'm about to ask you and respond truthfully, okay? Since you met me, has it been that what I say comes to fruition? Has it been that what I say connects all the dots and all of the events that happen around the time in which I speak it and before after I've spoken it, right? Since you've met me, has it been that I can go back and show you what I meant, even if you didn't understand it when I did it? Okay? I'm going to tell you in front of everybody that's listening, I'm not in control of that. I don't control that. I don't have no crystal ball on my desk, looking at it and say, oh, this is going to happen this day. 99% of the time, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. All I know is something said, do it. You know what I mean? That's how a lot of this has come about. You want to know? I was driving past this sign and I said, stop. You know what I mean? My brother was driving me. I said, stop. I said, we're going to get out here. He said, why? And we were turning around. I said, we're going to talk to the people. He talking about those people in there? I said, no, nigga, the people. You know, the people. And we made a little joke about it. I get out. I do this. Boom, I put it up. Same way. When I told people what was going on when the house got shut up, listen, y'all, the day before I went to see my Omi, right? I grabbed somebody's, I'm showing you the game. I don't even know who the fuck top I had on. Let me pull this shit up. All I know is I grabbed the shit out the closet. It was one of my brothers, right? And on the way out, I told my Umi, I said, hey, tell him I got that shit. I don't know whose this is, but I got it. Just tell him I got it. Right? Y'all know, brothers, you wear each other's shit. I wear their shit all the time. They wear my shit all the time. Right? So I just grabbed it. I said, okay, I don't know. I didn't know why I grabbed it, but I just walked with it. Situation happened. I make the video. Listen, I'm driving by this bus. So I say, right here. I was like, right here. It's out in the open. If you watch the video, you realize my head is on a swivel in the video. I'm looking at, let me see if I can pull this shit up. I don't know if people think I'm playing. My head was turning every second in the video, right? Because it's right here in the open. I'm looking at it, there ain't nothing over there. It's people over there, right? But I'm watching it, paying attention because of how out in the open I am. And I noticed after shooting the video that the bus had these lines on it, which was the red up under and the blue. That shit is like, you thought I would have Googled this shit, found the location. No, I just did it, right? Here's what I know. If I did not wear this top, if I did not wear this garb or wear this attire, this video would not have gone viral. You feel me? Because look, it ain't like I got a lot of them, bitches. Look, let me show you something. You won't believe this. Watch it. Boom. There go the t-shirt. I don't have a lot of them. I just had that particular one for that particular reason. You understand what I'm explaining to you? And that's exactly what it took. And they showing you, I made sure I show the analytics. You might be able to see it at the top. This reel helped you gain 13.4 thousand new followers. Can your next reel top this one? They mad. Can your next reel top it? Because you got to report it to me. So you got to tell me, you know what I mean? 13.4 thousand people. Niggas say, bet you can't top it. Bet you can't do it again. You know what I mean? And they don't know I can. What I told you. I said, if I want to, I can go viral any day. Even though I said that, though, most of the time it went viral, I ain't mean to. I was just like, shit, I promise you, if people was here, they'd be able to attest to it that heard me say this. I said, I want people to know what happened. I got to document this because we already did the 2 lives, right? I said, I want people to know what happened. I went on there, right? I said what happened. I said they're not happy about Dr. Malachi York coming out of prison, right? I said the devil is mad about that. I called the name. I did what Pops told us to do, okay? And I've got the transcript coming in my book. He told us to call these people forth and to help them, help Music Soul Child, bring our family back. Yes, Music Soul Child is one of us. You know, if you don't know, now you know. India, Ari, all of these people, they're us. Meaning they were following Dr. Malachi York, walking with him on Tom and Ray. They were right where I was at. Music Soul Child performed, and my mama was there on Tom and Ray. You feel what I'm saying? So that's what we mean when we say they family. And there's a lot of other people don't know was with us. But I just go, we turn on the camera, I just get to speaking. I called the names out, said what I need to say. The video ain't nothing but like, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds long. Next thing you know, it went up and took off and did exactly what Pop said he wanted to be done. He wanted more people to be reached with exactly that message. And it happened. I ain't control that. You understand? I never buy views. Let's get that clear. I'm just giving you whatever I can so that you can understand what's going on. All right? I don't buy no views. I don't do none of that. All I did was what they said do. Look at the bottom. You see it say 704? Right? 704,000. I just screenshotted it. 704. You read my books. You know what I'm doing. Okay? If not, it's fine. And notice, I ain't got my books pinned. This is not what it is. This is an update. This ain't me telling nobody to buy the books. You didn't buy it? Okay, one day we'll be able to get that handled. Right now, I'm telling you, all them books, if you got them, go back through them. Okay? So you can understand when things happen. So I ain't got to explain everything because I can't stop to explain everything. We're moving too fast. All right? The pillar is rising in the east. A lot of them pillars have fallen. People are coming home. Muslims, Islam is reaching out. The Christian rapper, everything I said was right is happening. And I didn't call it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning, I didn't make the call for it to happen. I just made the call and then it happened. I hope I ain't confusing nobody. I'm saying to you that you may look at me and think it's me. I'm telling you it's not me. That's all I'm going to say. And that I said a long time ago, I'm not driving. I said, use me. Use me. Because I know when I look at something like, damn, this happened. And all of this aligns a certain way. And I spoke it already. Okay, it was my willingness to put down my own carnal will and to pick up the will to be associated with or attached to or aligned with the divine that allowed for me to be able to speak those things and they happen. I don't speak of my own accord. Simple. I ain't never claimed to be Jesus, none of that shit, none of that. Don't ever tell people that. You feel what I'm saying? I'm saying I'm who I am because I listen. And I taught you how to listen. I speak how I speak because I'm who I am. And I taught you to speak that language, which is what? The language of the elite. You with me? So what they didn't expect to happen, all right, is right knowledge would take over. They didn't expect that to happen. Right knowledge takes over by the stars who are associated with right knowledge going into the masses. They didn't expect that to happen. So now we're going into the masses. Do you get what I'm explaining to you? Meaning we're competing with the Shade Room and all these other platforms that have the attention of our people. We're competing with them. So every time you share a post, all this other stuff, you're joining in on that competition saying, no, we want the truth. We want the true light out here. All right. Cat Williams already spoke the light over this realm for this year. He said what? The truth is the light. Okay. He said at the beginning of the year. Months later, what does Dr. Malachi York say? He says, yo, Cat Williams, tell Cat Williams, all these people. He said, he's one of us. He's with us. He brought his name up. But what else happened? Cat Williams posted me on his page. Did I pay Cat Williams? No. Cat Williams seen the video I did with the pimp name Slipback in the caption or in the cover. And he posted it. That's divine. That's divinity. All this stuff is divinity. Okay? So what you pray on or what you meditate on is what is it that is to be done with the science of Sonya Massey and Malachi. Pray on that so that your next step in this walk will be shown to you. I know what my next steps are because I just had a whole day full of it. All right. And we've been warring with people behind the scenes doing magic. And I keep telling people, listen, don't do that because as soon as you do it, I get told. Legions come and tell me you're doing it. And I'm tired of sparing people. You know what I mean? There's no reason you should be trying to pick up no magic. All that energy need to be focused on bringing Pop home. You know what I mean? But Storm's been spiraling ever since. You understand? I'm showing you something. Storm's been spiraling. Everywhere I go, it's storms. I done went to 4 different locations in the past 3 days. And every time I go, as soon as I pull up, it starts storming. Why? Because they got to send energies with warring with these beings. All right? If you don't know, rain is protection, for one. If you about to go somewhere and it start raining, most of the time it's not a negative sign. It's something that's sent to protect you. Why? Because a lot of beings don't want to move in the water. A lot of beings don't want to move when it's lightning and thunderstorming. They don't want to move like that. A lot of them just move in the shadow hour. You understand? Or out in the broad daylight at certain points. But when that rain come, it's like with everybody else. People don't want to be outside. That's when you go out and move. Because ain't nobody want to be outside when it's raining. You understand what I'm saying? So, Sonya Massey. The sign is Yamasee. So I just gave you something. Go look Yamasee up. YAMMASSEE. It's been a while. Shit. Yamasee. I tried, nigga. Yamasee Native Americans. Dr. York. Yamasee. Go look it up. Okay? And her son's name is Malachi. None of this is by accident. All right? So we're going to come back again. Remember, I tell you, when things happen, I can get on here. For a long time, I haven't been able to do it. All right? Because I was saving my voice. But when things happen, I can get on here and show you why. And connect the dots for you. And then you do what you want to do with it. You take it wherever you want to take it to. Show whoever. Send it to whoever. Okay? The key thing here is showing up in the names. All right? The names, Jesus. All right? Sonya. Okay? Massey. All right? Malachi. All right? They're upset. These demons is mad. She said, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus, and turned his whole Zuin on. Then he was laughing and everything until she said that. They're upset. I'm telling you, these demons are running rampant. Message. This ain't the time to be partying. This ain't the time to be at the clubs. They moving, all right? This ain't the time to be out just hanging out. This ain't the time to be heavy up under the influence of drugs, okay? Which is why I gave the rehab, I did everything. This ain't the time. This is that time for focus. You got to lock in. You got to lock in. I told you, on Sundays, I don't care. You wake up, you play that gospel music. All right? Your meditation, if you don't want to play gospel music, you play your meditation, your 432 hertz, your 528 hertz. All right? You play your music, positive music. Why? Because that's a spiritual day. They already marked it. On that cycle of 7 days, Sunday is a spiritual day. Now, and if you observe the Sabbath, nothing wrong with that. Use that day to still play the tones. All right? If you want to test people around you, say something wrong with this guy. I don't know if you bring up Jesus and watch them. Just bring up Jesus in conversation. Just talk about it. Yeah, man, I'm telling you, man. It ain't even the God thing. Most of the time, it ain't the God. It's you say Jesus. Just find a way to bring it in there. You know what I mean? If you're not afraid, because I know people might be, why would I say that? They just kill people. I get you. I understand. If you're not afraid, all right? Because the persecution has been happening way longer than this. Don't get it misconstrued. They'll kill about that name because it ain't just a name. It's about the nature. That's why I put it in the video or display or the caption, I think it was. No, I said the video. I said it in the video. I said you're dealing with the nature of beings. They hate that name. All right, so just watch. Now you got a key. I'm giving you keys because people get so advanced in their mind, they forget that it's like you flying up in the air and like, I'm reaching people, but the people you talking about reaching is on the ground. You got to still be able to be on the grounds to pull people out of the muck in the mire. You feel me? So if there's something you have to teach them about their religion, you got to actually know it to teach it. You want to know what the grace in that is? You don't have to act like you the motherfucker. Just send them to the motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know what it is. I mean, send them to the motherfucker. You get what I'm explaining to you? Okay, let's say it simpler. You don't have to act like you're the one. Just send them to the one. Everybody don't got to be Neo. How do you think the movie? If everybody in the movie was Neo, would you watch it? Everybody don't want to be Neo. Everybody's not going to be Neo. We need a Morpheus. Shit, you need a Cypher too. You need an Agent Smith to make all of this make sense, or none of this would have made sense. There needed to be a certain type of contrast for you to understand where you were going. Do you understand? Everybody is not Neo. I can't tell you how many times I done ran into niggas, right? They were upset when they found out who I was. And they didn't give me a chance to tell them or pull them to the side and say, nigga, I don't want to be this. You want this? Do you want this? I don't want this shit, nigga. They motherfucker asking me motherfucker question every time I turn around, nigga. I don't want to be this shit, nigga. I'm having dreams and shit. Vision, sleep, incubation. Every time I can't just sleep, nigga. I got to astral project. Do you want this shit? You want to shake a nigga, bro. Nigga, do you want to be the motherfucker? You can be the motherfucker, nigga. I don't want this shit. Tired of this shit. Bro, y'all think this shit is glory. It's not. It's not, bro. Everybody hates you. It's like they're programmed to. You know what I mean? Then you got to deal with the fact that listen, you ever caught somebody like just staring at you? I ain't talking about just looking at you. Because a lot of y'all just be getting looked at and y'all say people staring. No, you ever thought about, like you turned around and the motherfucker's like just staring. You know what I mean? And you like, damn. I don't think, listen, they weren't staring if you don't say damn. If you say damn, they were staring. They were looking if you just like, oh, they looking at me. Not staring. You know what I mean? They were looking. But if the word damn come out your mouth, that's what I mean. You ever turn around, motherfucker, just like, damn. You know what I mean? And they listen, a starer never announces themselves. It ain't like they make chair sounds on the way to sit down. They just pop up. You turn around, the motherfucker just there, just staring. Why? You know what I mean? You're not looking at my face. You niggas staring through my head. I'm like, why the fuck my shit itch? The fuck? The hell? Damn. You know what I mean? And if the words, what's the next words you ask? You know what I mean? This is how you know you're a good person too. Because you offer. What do you say? Can I help you? Damn, can I help you? Shit. That's because them motherfuckers is evil eyeing you. All right. So you had that one occurrence in your life or two. Try every day. Try in a checkout. Try going through the drive-thru. Try at the family function. Try you just at the damn Dollar Tree picking up tissue. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck. Just try everywhere you go. If it ain't a person staring through your head, you look around, it's a motherfucker, don't nobody see, and you looking at this being, you like, if I even respond, everybody gonna call me crazy. Because don't nobody see this motherfucker. Just staring at you. Because why are you here? This is hell. Why are you here? How dare you come here and help people out of here? They don't like that. So all these people who think Neo is a fun job, bro. You know what I'm saying? Being Neo is just about as fun as waking up and finding out you was drafted. You was drafted, nigga. I didn't say, what the fuck? You was drafted into this shit. Only thing you signed up to be was human. You woke up one day, they say you old enough. Old enough for what? And niggas shoving you and shit. God damn. Go fight. Fight who? I'm not mad at nobody. I'm not upset. You want me to fight your ops? These are our ops, nigga. Bro, I don't want their oil. I got gas in my car. That's how this shit feel. Then it's like, bro, I can go on a million years about this shit. Y'all don't want this shit. Cause motherfucker, look at the nigga on the screen right here. You see the nigga talking on the screen? That's not me. But motherfucker, look at this. I know him. I can size him up. You know what I mean? Nigga can't even tell me how much the jewelry costs. That shit be blowing their mind every time. This is the same $50 watch. I had the same $50 watch for like what? Damn near 2 years. No, I'm lying. I had this shit since, what was that? September. That's the same $50 watch. I think it was $70 chain. They can't even discern how much the jewelry costs. This shit look the same to you. You motherfucker think you looking at me and you see me? You think you can see me? You think you know who I am? I had the same Defy Gravity hat on. Motherfuckers wonder, does he watch it? I don't watch it. You know what I mean? Mrs. FaZe does. Shit, it didn't even dawn on me. She like, nigga, give me the damn hat. The hat? No, give me the fucking hat. Give me the... What are you doing with it? Watching it. Oh, yeah, they're right, too. They're right, too, twin. Shit, I don't even think about this shit like that. It's not me. That's not me that you're looking at. All this is a mask. I'm just doing a job. I'm an event. What the hell? That's how I feel to be Neo. You know what I mean? 1, 2, 3, go. Why is you doing this? That's how you go. When you wake up, motherfuckers want to fuck with you. You gotta make sure tones playing and shit. But motherfucker not to fuck with you because they don't like certain tones. It's not a fun job. All through school, it was not fun. You know what I mean? Like, I had to learn how to not be me, or I wouldn't have been, they would have put me in a crazy house. I wouldn't have been able to work with it's like I had to learn to work with this shit. So I had to not be what I am, which means I had to be what I am Because only what I am could not be what I am and still be what I am. Niggas like, huh? Exactly. People didn't like that. They didn't like me. They still don't like me. Listen, most of the people are just waiting on something to happen to me. That's how this go. It's not because I did anything wrong to them. It's because my existence here is holding them accountable. The stuff I say, you know what I mean? All they say, man, there's got to be something with them. If they ever try to put something on me, like how they try to hit people with cases and shit, it's going to be a lot of people saying, niggas that you would have thought never knew who I was. They going to be coming out saying, see, we knew something was wrong with him. All that, da-da-da-da. They wouldn't have known. I've been saying for a while, I'm not putting on about nothing. I ain't never tried to act like I was some holy man, none of this stuff. I'm not putting on. You know what I won't do. You know what I don't got my hands in. They can try whatever they want to try. They know I ain't around no communities. You can't try to put me, wrap me up in this, wrap me up in that. I'm not even fucking around. So I don't even know. They had to be like super creative. See what I mean? But my point is, a lot of motherfuckers will come forward and say, we knew it was something with him. And y'all be like, damn, you knew who he was? Because you never spoke on him. You never said nothing. That's how it feel to be Neo. I mean, I'm not Morpheus because it took Morpheus for Neo to know who he was. I know who Morpheus is. You know what I mean? And shit, all I'm doing is what I'm doing. So go listen to my song, Do or Die, where they said, what's the song? How the chorus go? Please don't ask me for Chanel. I'm still securing my wealth. If you ain't fucking with this shit, you just, well, I think it's if you ain't rocking with this shit, you just revealing yourself. I could bring the whole world to its feet if I do decide, but they telling me it's suicide. I said, if that's the case, they either kill me or I'm killing myself. If you ain't rocking with this shit, you just revealing yourself. I could bring the whole world to its knees if I do decide, but they telling me it's suicide. Basically saying like, all right, you telling me it's suicide if I do this. Meaning, oh, you're going to end up, everybody keeps saying the same shit, bro. Like, we're not afraid to die. We know they killed Messiah. We're not afraid of that. But people were saying, oh, you know, you could die. That's the worst that you think can happen to us? No, the worst thing that can happen to us was us coming here. That's the worst thing that could ever happen to me. Coming into this realm, it's so heavy. It's dense. I don't understand it. Everything looks weird. You know what I mean? And listen, I don't know who can relate to this, but lately shit don't even got feeling. And I'm not emo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not numb, sitting drugged up, listening to fucking Billie Eilish, how the fuck you say it. But I can't feel shit. Shit don't have a feeling no more. It's like the more I keep going, it's like stuff, it's like it feels fake. You know, and if you lucid dream, you know what I'm saying? Because you have a comparison. You know, when you lucid dream, you can touch stuff and you're like, damn, this shit feel like wood. I know this is wood, right? My body is saying, oh, this is what wood is. But as far as me feeling this and saying, it's my nerves and all this other stuff that connected, that wired off in my brain, so I'm touching wood. That's not happening. It's a combination of my eyes and the fact that I know I got hands that's allowing me to say I'm touching wood. Plus the sound. Other than that, I don't, this ain't wood. You feel me? It's because I'm detaching. And I know why. I know why. You know what I mean? I know why all this stuff is happening. It's going to take the people to understand why after I'm gone. But I know why. You know what I mean? Same thing I said in the Scream song. Somebody got to get out of here. Somebody got to be able to do what everybody's saying we want to do, which is ascend. You feel me? So the song, the album I'm coming out with is called Ascend City, not Sin City, Ascend City. And you're going to see, I'm going to show you the cover. Right? If you read the Blue Kachina book, you know why this cover is this cover. What I said, you're going to have to be able to send messengers back down there. All right? If you up here with me, you know what I'm saying. If not, it's fine. You hear my voice, you can come up. You with me? Listen, It's still a little time. That window is open. Instead of bashing people, all you Christian, da-da-da-da, reach down your hand. All right, I mean? And if your hand is that visible and that powerful, people will see it. They're going to grab and pull them up. Where we at? Notice that the light is blue. You understand? And all of this happened by happenstance. I ain't going to say chance. Okay, even the design, me taking the picture, all of that just happened in a moment. And I heard, and I just did what I heard to do. And I'm reaching down into Sodom and Gomorrah, or the Red City, or horror. Okay? The amber world. All right? And I'm telling people, yo, grab that hand, because when them windows close, you will not be able to identify with people anymore who are down there. I'm telling you, it's already happening. You see how everything, people have noticed, oh, the world is a stage. They're finally saying it now after I've been saying all the fucking, you see that? Yeah, upregulation. And I broke that down and explained that and built that up. Genetic upregulation. And told people how to find more information on that. But why would I say it? The 8 year. All right? 8 is a time, hourglass. And if you go to my recent captions, you see me putting the hourglass in there. That's an 8. All right, go read X marks the spot. So I'm reaching down saying, look, come on up here. What's the name that everybody need to be getting acquainted with? Malachi York. You see how everybody was going door to door, asking people, do you know, can I talk to you about Jesus? Have you heard about Jesus, our Lord and Savior? That's how y'all need to be doing Malachi. I'm not telling you to go to people's doors. Okay, not in 2024. I'm telling you, you should be in the comment section. I see some of y'all. All right, when y'all are doing it, come paying attention. You should be telling people, yo, look into this. All right, send them to where they will get the proper information. Your family, everybody need to be putting them on so they'll know what's going on with all of this stuff. I've told you enough if you're paying attention, so they'll know what's going on. So the whole purpose is me saying, yeah, we already up here. We already up in the blue light, but we can pull more people up here. There's more people that can get on. Like in the Titanic, when the boats went down and people like, yo, it's more room. That's this part of the movie. You know what I mean? Notice that the lighting of that movie was blue at that scene, in those scenes, right? I'm like, yo, it's room for more people. Pull them on up. Yo, if your family don't listen, I mean, I was saying, you can't make people listen. All right? Well, let me tell you something. You can be that light enough. It's going to affect other people anyway. I've told people that in the past. I say, yo, people ask me, yo, what do I do? My family don't want to listen. People don't want to. I said, listen, if you are emerald, because we was in the green at that time. If you are emerald enough, all right, them people going to get affected by that light. But one of two things are going to happen. You either going to affect them, they're going to affect you. So eventually you're going to have to leave from there anyway. Because if you're not affecting them, then they're affecting you. Shine brighter. You understand? So pull more people up. Somebody ever come up to you and say, let me pray for you. Let them. Let them. Now, I'm not talking about let people curse you and all that other stuff. No, I'm saying if somebody says they want to pray for you, let them pray for you. Let them put that positivity in your life. And you never know what they're going to say. You know what I mean? I'm giving you keys. You see a homeless person with a sign at that interstate, read the sign. We just riding past one. One of us said his shirt was black with white letters that love is kind. And he had a sign that was in green letters. All right. But I wasn't able to see the sign, but I could see the letters. So I couldn't read that. But I could read his shirt said love is kind. All right. You pass by them people. You got money in your pocket. Give them some. You understand? I'm telling you, the homeless man, I don't like calling him. I wish I would have asked him his name. Right. But the guy who we ran into, he gave me a shield. Right. After I gave him $5, he asked for $2. Right. He gave me a shield. He went around the block, ran back and had a big ass square in his hands. Big square. Like I'm not talking about like a big ass flat screen TV type size. Right. and it was just a square made it look like with some type of metal. It was red and blue. I'm not making this up. Maybe one day I'll be able to go and get it and show y'all. But he said, man, you remind me of my friend Johnny. He said, I think you're him. He said he died in a propane tank accident because he was just happy about the $5 and he ran and then he just came back with that. That same shield, Mrs. Faze, the night before the shooting took place, put at the back door, the same back door that we used to exit out of the house. You get what I'm saying? So you never know what they got for you. I wasn't expecting nothing. All I know is I said, yo, you good? He said, yeah. He said, I'm just trying to get like maybe $2. I gave him $5. He came back with a whole shield with a Saints symbol in the middle. And it was red and blue. All right? So you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But I put all this stuff in my book. What I say is a war coming. A war between the red and the blue. A war. I said, and don't fall for or with the antichrists with an S. You understand what I'm explaining to you? I already told you. Don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. So do your part. Reach out to people. This is the time. Use your voice. You don't got to have no major platform to use your voice now. All right? Use your voice and just speak to people. Speak life over people. Speak more positive things. Tell people, compliment people. You know what I mean? You love somebody, tell them you love them. You appreciate love them, tell them you appreciate love them. You know, you're grateful for them, tell them you're grateful. Whatever it is, speak more life. Speak Malachi's name, and not just his name. Speak the truth about his name. Because like I told you, their main thing right now is like I said in the No Vote song, which Dr. Malachi York echoed it, all right, when he gave me my update. He said, if it was just me alone, then they can isolate me. But when it's more people, they can't do that, right? What I say in the No Vote song, before I got that update, I said, you can't single me out if it's many me, or when it's many me. When there's many people who think in this way, I can't be singled out. No matter what they try to do to me, they won't be able to eliminate the voice, all right? Because y'all will be able to sound off that same type of tone. That's why I gave you the signs of the light. The true light, which aligns with what? The true sound. We went into the green light together. We went into the blue light together. People ask me, when's the next harmonic convergence? Did you catch the 3 convergences we did? That was the work. We did the work. You know what I mean? We already did it. That's why you're able to see what happened. All the stuff that's been happening afterwards. The last harmonic conversion was what? June 20th, correct? And now look at the uproar that this realm is in. And the energies that are fighting to get to the front. You hear me? It's already been done. Remember the earthquakes and everything. It's not over. I don't want people to think I'm trying to mystify some shit. No, it's not over. We still got to get to the purple. And what I say in my book, I say, yo, purple and blue make red. Blue and red make purple, right? Okay. You're dealing with primary. Okay? The red, blue, and the yellow is something I'm going to break down also. When that red and that blue come together, you yield purple. All right? So exactly, it ain't even 2030. So you know they hot, right? Because that thing is they're trying to flip the paradigm about Apex Reed. All right? They're going to make something seem evil that isn't evil coming from out of this realm. And you'll be ready. Listen, I could have been a rich man, all right? I could have been rich, wealthy. I could have been on a damn yacht some motherfucking where, enjoying my life, not having to deal with any of this worry and looking over my shoulder. I could have did all of that. Don't ever let nobody say I'm no industry plant or I'm opposition that's controlled or none of that. Don't ever let them say that. Meaning, you don't got to argue with them, but don't listen to that. I could have been, no, I can't be. What you talking about still can be? No, I can't. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all think y'all want to do the Neo shit? You can't un-Neo yourself. You didn't read the fine print? You take that red pill? Oh, but your ass is, you might as well go ahead and just pick a spot. You on post. You have a duty for life. For life. What you mean? That same yacht that you telling me that'll be the only yacht that sank this year. Y'all don't understand? I was supposed to be on the plane to Colorado. They planned to crash the plane. I had already had the vision and everything. Then my dad called, which was the reason why the Dungeon Cry song was created. My dad called. I had already called my dad, I think, early in the week. He called, because I think the flight would have been like 4 a.m. or 6 a.m., one of them. He called around 2 a.m. He get on the phone. We doing phone tag. I call him. He ain't pick up. He called me. I ain't pick up. I'm doing something. He finally get on the phone. He asked me what's going on. I say, yo, I'm about to head over to Colorado. He was like, Omari. He said, when you said Colorado, he said, man, my stomach tightened up. Then this nigga went into praying. He started praying on the phone. He's like, no. He said, they're not taking my baby. Da-da-da-da. What. You know what I'm saying? Jesus. You nigga, if you don't know my dad, you don't know. And he was screaming. Niggas, Jesus. No. Jesus. He said, no. He said, Omari. He said, I need you to do this. He said, go listen to the No Weapons Formed Against Me Shall Prosper song. He said, go listen to No Weapons. Right? He said, then call me back and let me know what you think. Then he stayed on the phone for another 20 minutes. And I finally went to go do it after that. I think he might have been on the phone when we did that. I don't remember. But then I come back and let him know what I'm saying. And then he just got to talking. And I told him about a dream I had when, you know, all kind of, some stuff I ain't going to be able to go into. But he was like, yo, man, because when you mentioned the plane going down, I said, I ain't never said nothing about that. I said, where you get that from? He's like, I thought you said plane going down. I said, no, I mentioned turbulence. I didn't say nothing about a plane going down. But I already had been put on notice that would have been the possible event. That when I got on that plane, they were going to send it down. Point being, man, I'm on borrowed time. All right? That's it. I'm just here. I'm borrowing this space. My hand is reaching through at this point, saying, who coming with me? That's just what's happening. I'm just asking who coming with us. And, you know, I have no worry. When y'all see me telling you what's going on, all this stuff, if you really been walking with me, you already know what I'm doing. Because I already told you what I was going to do. If you really with me, you already know what I'm doing. Because I already told you what I was going to do. You know what I'm saying? And then people say, it's like you can explain this shit word for word. Motherfuckers still gonna not understand. And I don't get why people, like, come on now. I expect the outside to not understand. Because they ain't got here yet. But after I done told you the whole lineup, how you don't know what I'm doing? I don't get it. You know what I mean? But I already told you. So nah, don't think you want to be Neo. Nah, ain't nobody, you ain't down with me. Don't talk like that. All right, there's another thing. Won't do none of that. Nah. All right, we ain't doing that. I'm telling you, don't talk like that. All right, I'm gonna say it again. Don't talk like that. Ain't nobody dying with me. Ain't no, we ain't going against the Capitol. Ain't no, we gotta get, niggas done tried that before. They'll do that though. I know you, listen, you don't gotta do none of that. Just relax, Uno. You good. I'm just telling you, just relax. You good. I'm just showing you something. They'll send people in, right, to say, get your hand out of my pocket. You hear me? I'm not on none of that. You with me? They'll send a nigga, get your hand out of my pocket. And then everybody respond a certain way. This is not what this is about. Yeah, I'm not asking. I wouldn't want nobody to die with me if that was going to be a situation. So we don't talk like that. We're not anti-government. I'm talking about people who walking with me. And if you get the books, you DM Mrs. Faze for the books. All right? She'll tell you how to donate and all that to get them. All right? And she'll make sure you get them. We're not even a group. There's no name, none of that. I'll explain all of this. Think about it. What's the name? Last time I asked it, people like green light movement. Okay, now we're in the blue light. What's the name? What is the name of what we're doing? Think about what I'm doing and why I'm doing it this way. What's the name of what we're doing? What do we call? What do we call ourselves? They'll have a damn problem trying to find that shit. They say, oh, they're the Atrakians, or the orators, or the Ansar Nur, or the... Listen, don't try. We don't have no name. And the reason why we don't is this for the same reason why they try to come for motherfuckers when you put a name on some shit. We're just doing what we can to help the world. You know what I mean? That's it. When motherfucker asks you, oh, who are y'all? What are y'all doing? Listen, just tell them, I'm doing. I don't know what everybody's doing. I'm doing. You don't even say we, because everyone's like, we? So what do you mean by we? No. Just say, when motherfucker asks you what we're doing or what I'm doing or what I got you doing, listen, just say what you're doing. And what you're doing is this. You ready? Write it down. Okay? You got the pen? I'll wait. I'm doing what I can to help the world. Simple. When you start adding shit that I ain't say, that's your problem. You know what I mean? I don't tell nobody this, that, or the third. No. I'm doing what I can to help the world. You don't listen. You don't gotta listen already. Y'all, we walking. I ain't say that. No, I'm doing what I'm talking about. These motherfuckers who come and try to get. Listen, don't think their eyes are not on me. Y'all gotta hear me, because we try to tell people why we. You know what I mean? Okay. A part of them building their things up is trying to get people to say this and no, bro. All on record. This shit ain't no, we don't got no name for this shit. Ain't none of that. We ain't on no, bro. You don't got to sign up. You don't got to leave your house and live nowhere. No, this ain't none of that. This is exactly what it has to be for right now, for what it's supposed to. I am doing what I can to help the world. When these motherfuckers try to come in and say little shit and heckle and all that, hit them with that. You know what I mean? Other than that, don't give them nothing. Let them wonder. You understand? Because let me tell you something. Even if they think they're going to get the books, all right, and be put on and finally overstand, like when people put on, how to destroy phase 1. What in you wants to destroy phase 1 when he's standing with Dr. Malachi York? You understand what I'm explaining to you? So watch that. Even if they get the books and they read it, guess what's going to wind up happening? If you read my books, your eyes will behold the true light. Your eyes are going to behold the true light, and your inner ear will hear the true sound. So you're going to think you're going to attack me after reading the books. I got him. I can take him down now. Guess what wound up happening? It's like trying to throw green light at green light. Eventually, you won't realize it, but because you took the time to read my books, you're going to have genetic activations too, even if you zoo in himself. Same thing with Dr. Malachi York. They sent people in. They thought they were going to be agents. Next thing you know, they converted. Federal agents were being converted. I'm serious. Because it's that powerful. When you only hear his voice. You've only heard his teachings, read his book. Imagine being there. I told you about being on Tom Ray. And I can only tell you about that. You understand? Yeah, I see you, Uno. Listen, stay on that path. Stay on the path. You're here for a reason. You know what I mean? But no, we don't need no, we don't got a card, there's nothing, there's not no membership. No, bro. No. Zuin is a type of being that goes against order. All right. Zuin can be anybody. You don't know who it is, so it can be anybody. Make sense? Same thing with the devil. You don't know who that is, so it could be anybody. And my books teach, right? Let's see who got it. Who are you? If I say, who is a person, all right, what would be your answer? Or who are you? What would be your answer? This is me really saying that, like, people be reading and stuff. What you do, exactly. That's the answer. You are what you do. You are what you do. You understand? So let me tell you another thing. Anybody that get offended when you call somebody a devil, that's a devil. They didn't want me to tell y'all that. If you talking about somebody and you say that's a demon or that's a devil and they hit you with the devil is inside of all of us. That's a devil. That's a devil. You hear me? Devils get offended when you call devils devils. Because to call devils devils is to speak a truth that involves them being a devil, which is a reminder of what they're doing. I just gave you something. All right. Now, it wasn't always devil. Sometimes the elders used to say snake. You remember grandmama? Say, stay away from him. He a snake, baby. All right. Now, you call somebody a snake and somebody next to the motherfucker getting called a snake get mad at you. Guess what? That's a snake. I say hit dog or holler. You know what I mean? Jesus called people devils. Get thee behind me, Satan. He called a nigga, he didn't call him a devil, he called him the devil. It's a different article. He called him the devil. Get thee behind me, Satan. That's an opposition, an opposer. You could be the devil today. All right? And you could not be the devil tomorrow. But if a door falls on somebody's leg and it's heavy and we trying to lift it off and you come stand on it, you're the devil. You understand? Which means at that point, we got to not only lift this door, we got to get rid of you. Because you're trying to cause pain to a person we're working to get pain away from. You're putting somebody in harm's way, we're working to take out of harm's way. You're the devil. You're a Satan or you're an op. If you replace the word Satan in the Bible with op, it makes more sense, don't it? Then could you spiritual people understand what we're talking about? Or is it still too deep? You replace the word Jesus with a rescuer or a savior or a helper. All right, let's use it. When somebody say the devil, they say herder. That's what it means. It's a herder. Someone who's hurting the plan or hindering. Jesus is a helper of the plan. That makes sense? You call on that name for help. That's what the ancestors who used those names was using it for. Some of y'all ancestors. For help. Even if it gave them confidence. It still helped them. It boosted their spirit. It helped them. You with me? All right. So watch that. When people don't like to be called out, even if you calling somebody else out, pay attention for that. Yeah, disagreeable. They're going against the order. So no, it's not what y'all think. We had to break the ghost spell in order to bring the gospel. Gospel just meant good news. All right? We had to break the ghost spell. It's already been broken. So there's a new energy out here. Okay? A renewed energy. You don't have to attack people about Jesus or none of that. If they say Jesus, if you really with us, you understand what they mean. Even if they don't understand what they mean, you do. If you've seen a church feeding people, right, and they doing it in the name of God, you're going to pull up and slap the food out their hand and say, don't take that. That's from the white man. Or you're going to let those people be fed and let them do God's work. Let them help people, not hurt. Y'all hear me? It's that simple. Why? Like, okay, moral of the story, stop fucking with people. Simple. Stop fucking with people. That's the t-shirt. Bro, quit fucking with people. Leave folks alone. LFA. That's the name of our movement. No. We got them. No, you don't. You don't. Leave folks alone. You know what I mean? Help or hurt, yeah. Go to church every now and again. Sit next to the elder women. Do you know how much wisdom exists in the moment that the elder woman in church agrees with the pastor? Do you know, I could be sitting there saying the same amen she's saying. Her amen will encourage you to fix your credit. Her amen will encourage you to get your whole life together. And you know, the elder woman in the church don't even got to say amen. She just got to make a face and say, And you say, damn, this nigga spitting facts. They could have said anything. And she don't never look at you do it. You sitting right next to you, damn near on her lap. She never look at you. Where do the elder women look in the church? They don't look nowhere. I don't think we could ever truly designate where they were ever looking. Ain't that crazy? Do y'all ever know which direction? Somebody tell me right now. When they don't look at the pastor. They don't be looking at this. They looking in another realm. And you think it's something to play with? I never seen the elder women look no motherfucking where. They look into what this nigga saying. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? And the ones who not really the elders, but they getting toward the elder, they'll say something, but it's only one word. And you don't know whether or not it's a question or a statement, but you just go with it. You know what I mean? Pastor say some stuff, because there's some people in here who need to hear this. Well, you like, damn, did she ask something to say? I don't know, but I feel like I'm a part of something. Well, somebody know. Well, and you be waiting. Ain't nothing coming. It's still the pastor talking. You thought it was her turn. It ain't her turn. You be waiting on it. Well, your hands be like, go on. No, there's no on. Wait 3 minutes. She'll come again. Well, and you be like, damn right. Yeah, what he say? That's right too. Well. You know what I mean? You know how we inhale? Like, not how we inhale. We inhale, but you know how we breathe in? You ain't heard nobody breathe in until you hear a pastor breathe in. You know what I mean? It's like you want to check on him, but God got him. You know not to check on him because he good. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about not the little breath. I'm talking about when he really into it and that motherfucker breathe in. It's like, yo, he either finna turn or turn. It's going to be a zombie or this nigga finna really bring forth God. But either way, I'm here for it, whatever it is. And he don't do it once. It's not an anomaly. That nigga, when that come, you know what I'm saying? Cause somebody in here, I'm talking today. You're not hearing me. I said I'm talking today. Oh shit. Yeah, he in here. You feel like Jesus damn near sent that to you. That nigga trying to breathe through. That's how you know the spirit around him. The spirit thick. He can't breathe. He can't breathe. But he gonna push through it because he supposed to. That's what he gotta do. I was like, damn, who the fuck? DMX? You be waiting on the earth. Shit, man. I knew the church was real when I had my hand up for like 30 minutes. I said, oh, this is not Tom Ray. These niggas do not answer questions during preaching. I'm like, oh, this nigga missed the word on that. I'm gonna correct him. I had to be like 13 years old. I raised my hand. My shit was standing. That thing I know everybody looking at me. I'm gonna put this bitch back down. That right, too. That motherfucker seen my hand and looked through it. Telling you. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I don't know what I'm talking about, man. That when you go back to church. Fuck what these folks talking about. Go to church. You know what I'm saying? Get out of there. Come out of there, my people. Go to church. Go to the mosque. If you got to follow around, do what you got to do. That nigga said, follow. If you got to follow around, I'm like, this nigga quote me. He quoted the hell out of my shit. That nigga, y'all think I'm playing. Y'all know I keep receipts, right? That nigga said, follow around.
It's a nation that we should be trying to get to this pleasing our Lord. So if it is a trend to please our Lord, so be it. I would love for it to continue the trend. If you just gotta follow Rollo to get to that destination, then follow Rollo.
Follow Rollo. I'm telling y'all, follow Rollo. Like I told you. You know what I'm saying? Just don't, you know what I mean? I'd rather motherfucker be in the mosque than the club. Go to the mosque. I'd rather people be in the church than in the trap house. Go to church. Get out the street. You know what I'm saying? It's because you probably seen the card, but you weren't paying no attention to it. It was an elder or somebody who was guarding you or overseeing you that was able to see what you couldn't see. Get out the street. You playing, all that playing. You know what I'm saying? Get out the street. Go back to church. Go to the mosque. All right. You feel like everybody faking the funk? Then don't fake the funk. You be the real Christian then. You feel what I'm saying? Oh, but you want friends. Oh, but you want somebody to go out with for Saturday. Da-da-da. Okay, live your life. But you going to have to make one. Like, make a move. You either finna be with the Most High or you not with him. The same excuses you think you giving all these other people, you think you'll be able to give the Most High that same excuse? I was on my way. You was on your way when? You know what I'm saying? You had 4,000 Sundays. And out of them 4,000 Sundays, you attended 10 services. And that's because your grandmama made you go to church. The body is a temple. The body is a temple, but you look at that person and can't tell, can you? They don't treat their body like a temple. They don't treat other bodies like temples. So stop just using that. Yo, church got to be somewhere. I don't see it on you, but there's one on the end of the corner. Go to it. That same body that's a temple shouldn't be in a strip club, should it? If it's a temple, why is it in a strip club? But these days, that don't matter because all the strip clubs is named after shit in the Bible. They got Tabernacle. They got a club called Church. I'm like, bro, they are deliberately mocking the Most High. And motherfuckers pass by that be like, they're right too. And go right in. You feel me? No. So you living in that day and time where people will be waking up more and more as we go. People gonna wake up. Don't be so quick to give up on people, I'm telling you. Don't be so quick to give up on them. You spiritual? I bet. You don't like the name Jesus? You prefer Yeshua? Okay. But you know they the same person, right? All right, so somebody might, it's like this. Nigga named Devin, right? And somebody say, yo, Lil D, You gonna get mad every time? Like, his name is Devin. Nobody's gonna want you around. You feel me? Whatever the name is, like, come on. I wonder if people gonna do me like this. They say, yo, man, this nigga ain't Faith. His name was Omari. Bro, y'all know who we talking about. If you don't, that's a whole nother conversation. I don't know what it's the same person. His name was Isa. His name was Yeshua. His name was Jesus. His name. The nigga walking right past you. You arguing about what his name is, and he just walking right past you. You ain't even see him because you're too busy arguing what the fuck his name is. Right? I said, well, if I call on him, I don't want to call him the wrong name. Only thing is, this ain't elementary school. If you don't got this nigga number, you can't call him regardless, can you? You feel what I'm saying? Call him right now. I don't mean in the spirit. Don't keep using that cheat code that gets you money and nobody questions you. No. If you can call G, call him right now. Call him. Oh, his name Issa? Call him. Call him. I can call somebody right now. I can say, I'm going to call my mama. Call her. And you can hear her voice. Call Jesus right now. Call him. Call him. They be sitting there looking at you like you doing something stupid. You talking about haram or blasphemy. No, call Jesus. You don't know who or what the fuck you talking about, do you? You just know sometimes you feel good when you say that name. Okay, relax, Pastor. You know what I'm saying? Relax. This man says Isa. You say Jesus. Y'all are friends. Okay? He didn't say fuck him. He didn't say he hate him. None of that. Listen, y'all are friends. Preaching the same thing. Different languages, literally. You know what I mean? Different stories. Yeah, sometimes the story get misconstrued like that. The story been around for damn near 2,000 years. You don't think telephone beat the hell out of that? You play telephone for 30 seconds and shit get fucked up. 2,000 years, you don't think somebody missed a word here or there? Come on, y'all. The name is powerful. Remember that. Correct people. Oh, when they say it was just something about the name Jesus, tell them it's powerful. Tell them it's powerful enough that if you say it to a demon, they get mad. Tell them that. Because somebody got to answer what it is about it. You know that, right? We can't just keep saying there's something about it. Somebody got to answer what the fuck it is about it. That's about like somebody saying, well, yeah, go on. What about it? What? It's powerful, that's what. It's a powerful name. You know it's powerful. Motherfucker been saying there was no J's back then since before I was born. Get what? The pastors still get up there and say, Jesus. They still use it. They still say the name. You know how certain names go out of style? This name has not gone out of style. They still saying it. They still speak it. Some of y'all had praying grandmamas. Some of y'all had praying mothers or praying fathers. Them prayer circles, you don't remember? Them prayer warriors, you wasn't there? When some shit went down, they turned all the lights out in the house. You're like, damn, why auntie coming over? Why great grandmama coming over? Everybody come over, next thing you know, they in that bitch singing together. Gospel songs. Next thing you know, the problem that was what everybody was worried about ain't no problem the next day. What just happened? People gonna say, well, it was just the energy. It was just the positive energy. Well, guess what? Them same meditation circles that the conscious community be having when everybody gather together, they do, don't nothing happen. Don't nothing happen. They go home, they go to sleep, same shit tomorrow. Same shit. But it was all y'all. What about the energy? What was the energy? It was the energy, right? Ain't no storm come. Didn't no flood happen. Didn't no earthquake go off. Y'all just go home with the dry mouth. Oming all night. You can't make believe this. Those same women that get disrespected, who were them prayer warriors, who quote unquote didn't know nothing, they were more powerful. How? Something about the name Jesus. Yo, and what? Here go the shocker. This would always get him. I'm not even no Christian. Motherfucker, oh. You ain't never seen nobody jaw drop to the floor that fast. Then they find out I'm not Christian. You what? Yeah, even when I did when I did the song, the source song, I'm not Muslim. I'm like, huh? I'm not Muslim. I'm not Christian. Then, yeah. Exactly, right? So how's all these people in this live? There are Muslims, right? There are Christians. There are Moors in here. There are GDs in here, bros and sus. Huh? Crips in here. Blood in this bitch. Everybody in here. Everybody's here. Who know what I'm talking about? Our friends and our enemies. Everybody's here. Yeah. How? How'd I do it? Because teach me your paths. Guide me in your truth. That's how I did it. That's how I did it. You can be Christian and sit here. You can be Muslim and sit. You don't have to be a part of a religion. You can still sit here. Just don't get in our way. It's that simple. You helping us? You with us. You hurting us? You're not with us. Why y'all want to overcomplicate it? You know what I mean? I respect the Hebrew Israelites. They the deepest religious gang that exists out this bitch. Gang. Listen, they be banging. They gang bang. Y'all know them Hebrew Israelite niggas gang bang for real? They wear the same color. They take over your block. You don't know when they got there. All you know is you just wake up motherfucker yelling. You say, who the fuck? Now this bitch yelling. You go outside, niggas standing on crates and shit. You blinking, watching, when the fuck I went back in time? You know what I mean? Every 3 seconds you hear a nigga, yeah, that's right. Say, bro, what the fuck them niggas on? They'll take over a block quick. You know what I'm saying? Telling you. I respect them because they know they shit. They know they shit. I just wish they weren't so mad all the time. Cause it's not that serious. And then I seen y'all niggas when y'all leave them events, y'all don't really be mad. I'm like, damn, they only mad together. That nigga leave, they don't be mad. When you just mad? It's like, huh? Nothing. Excuse me. How you gonna get a slushy? You were just saying Armageddon was coming. You don't got the time to do no damn slushy. The fuck? One of them got mad at me. I was 13 years old. He got mad because I was asking him questions. They had brought up the Bible and shit. They always bring up the Bible. And he was like bashing. They were bashing. It was the niggas who were wearing blue. All this other stuff. So I asked. So they were like yelling out scriptures. I was reading the scripture. I was like, yo, give me No, I asked him. I said, that's been all kind of stuff because you had on tights. I said, any of y'all got? I said, yo, give me Revelation chapter 14, verse 4. Got the captain. The captain got like, say, no, you don't go. He said, oh, he only turn to what I told him to turn to. I'm like, damn, that's mighty weird. I know it. I said, Revelation 14:4. I said, and these are they which have not yet been defiled with women, for they're the virgins. He's like, yeah. I said, well, the thing about it is, if y'all niggas got children, then y'all ain't going either. Y'all out here screaming, saying everybody damn to hell. You know what I mean? And y'all got children, so y'all not virgins. I know if you got childs, you ain't virgin. And they were mad as hell. He's like, no, I don't mean that. It's not that type of virgin. It's another type of virgin. I just walked off. No, come back. Debate me. No, nigga. You to leave niggas in their own discombobulation. Standing in a picture. What are you talking about? Revelation 14:4 says this, and ergo, this is what I was walking off. This is another situation. I was walking off, his ass said, oh, that means he can get killed with a bullet too, huh? And he was like, said, what the fuck make you say that? Da 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 da. What? I said, nah, I mean, you just said your guy come down, stop me on the neck, right? That mean your guy got a foot, and he can get killed by a bullet. If he got a regular physical foot, his ass can die by a regular physical bullet. What are you talking about? You said it, I ain't said it. He was mad as hell. I was walking out. He said, I hope that young nigga get hit by with all kind of buses. I'm like, ain't this it? I showed to the sidewalk though. I ain't cross the street. I showed to the sidewalk. He just said it with too much conviction. I was like, it's a possibility that he's still right. I ain't never been that closed-minded. You feel me? I still had an open mind. And he said, I hope that young nigga get hit by a bus. I hope he get hit by a bus. I said, ain't this a bitch? To the sidewalk. Because normally I cross by the little underground. I was like, I ain't crossing today. Motherfucker, just my luck. I wasn't going to be upset about him getting hit by the bus. I would have been upset that I got hit by a bus after he said, because then I would have lost. Because all I could do was just get up and be like, that right, too. You know what I mean? I'm telling you. And y'all think I'm making this up, too. I'm dead for real. Y'all know about 5.8 from Atlanta. The nigga always be screaming out there and shit. You don't even know what they saying. All you know is you just hear that shit. You hear them niggas before you even come. You know what I mean? But hey, I respect them niggas. Keep doing y'all shit. They're like, stop being, even as a 13-year-old, I'm like, but that don't sound good. Review, would you? Like, if somebody said, yo, tell me about your guy. Oh, tear that. And want motherfuckers to come join? I was trying to help him. Nobody want my help. Yeah, I was like, damn, he got it. Yeah, that right, too. All this shit real. Salute to everybody. All y'all. It's just religion, bro. It's just religion. It's just some shit that's supposed to help you get it together until the revelation occurs. That's it. That's it. Can any of you stop the revelation? No. Can you put the pause on it and say there is no judgment? No, you can't do that, can you? So relax. Relax. If they're not hurting you, okay, they're not a problem. Just relax. Simple. So that's why I entitled this video, The Unspoken Power. Power. There's power in the name. You know what I mean? Well, everybody worry about whether or not there's power. Is there power in your name? What are you doing? That one day, motherfucker getting into some shit, they be like, yo, shit, Amari. You know what I mean? That motherfucker, I think they might be just jealous. You know what I mean? Y'all get into some shit, you with your girl, she calling another nigga. Jesus. Who the fuck is this Jesus you speak of? That one nigga, that nigga just mad. That's all. Ain't nothing too more serious than that. It's power in the name. Let it be powerful. You know what I mean? And what you gonna add to your name so it can be powerful too? Nigga be mad as hell. Jesus. Fuck you called on him for? I'm right here. Them be the niggas who come out and start teaching. We wasn't no J's back then. All right? We don't have no problem with the name Jesus. You with us. All right? We don't got no problem with that name. You feel me? Just mean it when you say it. Y'all ain't never been in the church? Somebody's hands in the air. You feel me? Come on now. Now, if you're in a spiritual community, I hope you don't take offense. I'm just saying, y'all got to do better. I don't know what y'all on. Y'all got to actually be helping people out here, right? You can't just be teaching Hinduism. You got to actually be out here helping pass people stuff that's going to help them. And don't pervert it. Because then you're doing the same thing Christianity did. Hey, I said it. Wasn't nothing wrong with that old time religion. Here come the people say, yo, you heard me in the Dungeon Cry song? Say, but how much do that scripture cost? Don't piss me off. You charging me to get to the Most High. It's a money game. That's something different. But ain't nothing wrong with that old time religion. You don't got to listen to the pastor. Go read the book, see what's going on. All right, you want to know where to start? Start with Revelation. Start with the book of Revelation. People say they're backwards. Yeah, they don't know that the Quran is written out of order either. Or revealed out of order either. So let them think what they want to think. Read Revelation. That's where you start. Get a word that's supposed to be coming directly from one of the angels. You hear me? Like the Quran was supposed to be coming directly from Jibril. But do the pastor be reading Revelation? You know, most of the time they all the way in Mark book. They with Luke and them. They stay the hell away from John. In his Revelation. Why? Because a lot of it. You hear me? Just go home. Pray more. All right? Can't nobody take that from you. Meditate more. All right? If you prostrate more. However you go to that center point, do it more. And use these moments to unify. All right? That's a unifying moment. Where people say, I'll die for Jesus. Somebody died in the name of Jesus. Do you understand what I'm explaining to you? And what's my son Dungeon Cry say? I pray in the name of Jesus. Right? Here today, we claim our children. Tell the dragon you can't have them. It's a war call. You understand? It's not the time to attack each other and argue about the name. So don't add that into the mix. You don't want to be so woke that you become the devil. You don't want to be so woke that you drive by a church and meme up people. Because you forgetting Lucifer was woke too. He woke. All right? Jesus and Lucifer woke. That's why people get them mixed up sometimes. Whole nother conversation. Both of them is that nigga. You don't remember them niggas talking in the desert? That nigga Lucifer started quoting shit. He know the book too. He know the scrolls too now. What y'all think? Y'all think this is the movies? Y'all think the devil is some creature running around roaring and dumb? You don't conquer a whole world by being dumb. You don't trick a whole creation into sending themselves to hell with no brain. Ask me how I know. Because if you know the truth, you know a lie. If you know the truth, you know a lie. What I say in the song, when I said I come in the name of the source, that was not a lie. People ain't hearing me. If I got the truth, I could tell you a lie. Yo, how much money we made today? We made $1,700, right? And I say, shit, we made $1,200. And I know we made $1,700. What I get to do? I can pocket $500, right? Give you $1,200. So long as you trust me and believe what I say and don't ask me to show proof or the receipts that it was an actual yield or profit of $1,500, or $1,200, get what? I just profited off of the profit. Yeah, that way you get the false profit. Do you see the bar that's forming that I'm trying to get out? They'll give you a false prophecy. And they get the pocket off of that. Which means they know the truth. That's how they lie to you. Even if the truth is they don't know the truth. Then to respond with an answer is to still lie. Because you don't know that to be true, do you? You know what I mean? He was like, G was really white though. What if his hair was really white? Nigga don't want to think about it. No, get it out of there. Get it out of where? I mean, what if the nigga was white? I'm just saying. How the fuck you know if he was really black? Well, according to the story. Yeah, we can accord to the story all we want to. We were not there. We don't even know. And people be in the church crying when they found that shit. Well, we can't believe it's real. And I hate that they always put some white lady. You know what I mean? They always put some white lady in the front. She chubby. Why is always a chubby white lady? Y'all never... I don't know if that's like the epitome of a believer, but it's like they always put some chubby white lady out in the front of the church. It's like she crying. She can't believe it. Her nails is like short. You know what I mean? And she just wiping her tears. Jesus is real. And you know, what do you think about the sandal? You know, it's real. Every time you turn around, it's another relic. But it's like, how the fuck? None of these relics would have made it. You ain't told me one of the niggas found some ridges in the ground. Said this where Noah's Ark landed. What? What? Then the ridge be like, you know what I'm saying? Size like 7 cars put together. And like, bro, you gonna tell me Noah put all these animals in the world on this little spot right here? Come on, dog. So I get it. Point is, we weren't there, gang. That nigga be extraterrestrial. That's probably where his shit got lost at. That nigga be green. He could look like Osaru. Osiris. That's who he could look like. We don't damn know, bro. So shit, chill. The best thing, you have your phone on, pay your phone bill, be by some Wi-Fi, so you can hear the call. That's it. When your phone ring, have your bitch. The sound need to be on. Ringer need to be on. That phone ring, pick it up. right? You pick it up and say, Jesus? Oh, nah, my name is Issa. Bet. You heard it from him. You know what I'm saying? My name is Issa. Hey, meet me outside. Boom. You go outside, it's a nigga standing by the portal. He Mexican. You not going through the portal? I mean, it's your choice. But you find out that nigga, he a straight Mexican. You know, you're not going through the portal? I'm walk right past you. FaZe, what you doing? What are you doing? I'm going with Jose. You stand there today. I'm not. What is he talking about? What am I doing? I'm going to go dance. What are you talking about, nigga? FaZe, what are you doing, FaZe? No. Shit, bro. He could be anything. Yeah, you know, there's a lot of them people just dropped it. They just dropped it. It was too tough. It was a complicated question on the test. They just passed it. People said, "What's his race?" It's about what's in your heart. Is it? Y'all just started to work on the racism thing last year. Is it about what's in your heart? Come on now. Shit. I think people wish you black. They don't want to be white. I think other people wish you white. They don't want to be black. I don't give a damn what he is. I want the nigga just to be. If it's somebody coming to help, I just want him to be. He could be whatever the fuck. Just be. You know what I'm saying? Don't fuck around and not be. And people been waiting on you. You know what I'm saying? That'll be fucked up. That'll be worse than nigga, you know what I'm saying, a race you don't want. No. Let the nigga fuck around and not be. Yeah, what if you already in hell and you just like on one of the levels and you die, you find out ain't nobody coming. And you been in hell because you been got sent here. And you was just on level 1 and you got to go through 6 more levels and they just get hellish and hellish and hellisher. That'll be some shit to be mad about. But whether or not a nigga, a black dude or I hang with my reflection. Vada. When them crafts come down, them the only motherfuckers, ain't that Jesus? Y'all thinking the hippies just dressing like, no, they trying to emulate the niggas they seen on the crafts. They said, we want to be like him. You know what I mean? Well, I'm joking. I'm telling the most truth. Oh, ain't nobody seen Jesus except the motherfuckers who seen Jesus. You know what I mean? Telling you something. So they try to act like it don't matter. But they'd rather act like it don't matter than to tell you the truth. Are you hearing me, though? This ain't nobody coming. And then you ask these people, how you know that? Did anybody call you be like, bro, we not pulling up? How you know nobody's coming? That's another thing. Okay, I'm going to give you another key. Anybody that's saying that he not coming, don't listen to him. Because how they know? Just ask them, how do you know? Like, really, how do you know? You feel me? Then you watch out for a motherfucker to tell you when he coming. Don't listen to him. Because you got to ask him, how you know that? You know how many people been wrong? It's somebody that say he coming every year. I dare say he might do be black. Because the nigga that said he on the way. And, you know, most of the pastors and priests and shit, they were white, right? So they thought he meant the time he said. But he was on CPT, nigga. What the fuck you talking about? It's simple. I figured this shit out. Y'all still, I'm moving too fast. I figured it out. I'm waiting on everybody else. Like, yeah, this nigga is on the way. He on the way out. We on the way. What you talking about? Niggas getting mad and shit. You really mad? He said he 5 minutes away. Come on, dog. You know he gonna get here tomorrow. I mean, that's just common sense. That nigga said he practically down the street. Come on, dog. He will be in town come Sunday. All right? That's what he mean. You know how long the street is? You want to know how long the street? Do the street ever really end, nigga? That's what he mean. He's down the street. He on the way. Relax, chill. You supposed to ask somebody to come like 2 days before the function. You know that. But it's us. Shit. Some of y'all start just now figuring out the code. You tell a motherfucker early, don't you? You don't tell a motherfucker the same time that it's starting no more, do you? Motherfuckers start coming up with Jesus. How Jesus fashionably late and shit? We done came up with all kind of terms to make up for our foolishness. I'm fashionably late. Nigga coming with a t-shirt and jeans. Bro, ain't nothing fashionable about this tardiness. What are you talking about? He ain't mean it. He ain't mean it. That nigga slept through slavery. He did not mean it, though. I promise you, he got a good heart. He ain't know. Somebody got to give him the breakdown about quantum physics and how our time ain't his time because he in a whole different plane. So, bro, by the time you get here, shit, nigga. Y'all mad at me. The slaves knew. They seen his ass on the chariot long before we did. Swing low, sweet chariot. Y'all still talking about spirits. They seen his ass. They seen him. They said, that nigga Jesus. The fuck? They said, yo. He was asleep. They said, swing low, sweet chariot, coming forth to carry me home. That nigga did not hear them, but he was there. So you got to ask, why was these people saying swing low, sweet chariot? Because they seen them UFOs and they knew who was on them. But it wasn't time, I guess. That's what y'all need to be concerned about. That nigga Jesus left the planet on a cloud, my boy. And we know clouds don't leave the Earth's atmosphere. So we know that wasn't no damn cloud, my boy. That's what I'm on. I'm like, shit. I say everybody need to be looking up. I be down sitting here arguing it. We face to face. I'm arguing with you. The nigga fly overhead. I'll be mad at you forever. Then motherfuckers say, don't look up, just look within. And I understand. I get it because, you know, they wrong. But I get it. I get where they coming from because you got a within part of this too. But, bro, we're not flying around within you. Telling you something. Everybody giving up. They just copping out. Just go within. That's a cop out. It doesn't matter about the race. It matter what's in your heart. That's a cop out. Everybody copping out. Because they don't have the truth. You understand? So that's scary. I ain't heard from the nigga that came here and said nobody's coming. Because I asked, how do you know? He said, shit. Yeah, how you know? What if somebody come? Bro, do y'all remember the movie This Is the End? With the nigga, what's the nigga name? Seth Green, some shit? I don't know. I think his name is Seth Green something. Seth somebody. And Jonah Hill, all them niggas. Y'all remember that movie? When them blue lights came through, you hear me? And it was like judgment right then. And the lady behind the counter was like, what about me? What about me? Remember that? Yeah. People are afraid of that type of moment. They're afraid of that moment in real life. They're afraid of that moment in the afterlife. They're afraid. Seth Rogen, appreciate it. They're afraid of it. I'm not. All right? So a part of shedding weight, okay, and becoming lighter is stop acting like you know shit you don't know. So you telling me Jesus ain't real? I don't remember saying that. And I was here. I was here while I was talking. I don't remember saying Jesus ain't real. Yeah, This is a good movie. Everybody should watch it. Because it's truth and comedy. You know what I mean? They had Shaitan walking around on the planet in different forms. All right? Yeah, this is what I deal with, right? When I told you I don't want to be Neo. Because look, I know I never said Jesus ain't real. And somebody going to walk away from here and say, this nigga Faze preaches that Jesus ain't real. And going to turn people away from me. And I never said it. Why did I say that? When did I say that? You understand? Yeah. So become lighter by letting go of thinking you know when you don't, or acting like you know when you don't. It'll make room for more wisdom. Take it from me, or leave it. You said Israel? Oh, Yeshua is real. Listen, here go the truth, all right? Y'all got to deal with it how you deal with it. You don't know. You don't know. All right? We ain't talking about spirits. Okay? We talking about people. Only way you could know is if they came to you. Other than that, you know they works. You know the type of things they did. You might know their signs. They said they'll send signs. Or you might know when their presence is near. That's what you think you're calling spirit. You know, you can feel somebody's spirit. Test it out with your friends or your family. Turn all the lights in the house. All right? And just stand near each other. You'll feel their spirit. And be quiet. You'll feel their spirit. You feel the spirit when they walk in your home. So yeah, you'll feel the presence of somebody else. Listen to the word feel. It's right there with that word field. Yeah, somebody's toroidal field can interact with yours. Or magnetic field can interact with yours. Or aura can interact with yours. Yeah, it's real. Come on. They'll tell you that. Scientists will tell you that. Is the Holy Spirit a feminine energy? It can be. Yeah, it can be. It depends on what you mean when you're saying Holy Spirit. Holy Spirit can mean information. You know that, right? You go to college to get a degree. When you achieve that degree, you're full of the Holy Spirit. It's information that changes you, transforms you. You know, when you learn something, you literally metamorph, right? I don't know if people understand that. I told you when somebody says something and you get what they call goosebumps, you're shape-shifting. Right there. Don't let people tell you shape-shifting is evil. Shape-shifting, Jesus shape-shifted. Did you know that? Go read the book of Matthew chapter 17. All right, specifically Matthew 17 verse 2. He shape-shifts. And he doesn't just do it once. He did it in Mark. He did it a lot of times. Nigga was just switching up. In the book of John, go read the book of John chapter 20. And you'll realize Mary didn't recognize who he was. That's a shapeshifter. But now they made shapeshifter mean, oh, you're an evil being. Oh, he's an evil reptilian shapeshifter. Yo, all of y'all are reptilian, first of all. Human beings are reptilian. You know what I mean? It's a few ways you can look at that and see that. Spread your fingers out. Put your hand face down or palm down. Spread your fingers out. Look between your fingers. You'll see webs. Some people still got the reptilian epidermis gene active. They call it what? Eczema. Okay? Can't be in water too long. Their skin will literally scale up. And you have scales. You got people born with a tail. Look it up. Well, their tail has to be frozen and cut off. You got some people born, their head is a slope. They don't have no back of their head thing. They don't have no cavalry, no base of the skull. I'm telling you. Human beings have reptilian DNA. So I know a lot of people getting this stuff from because they copy Dr. York, but y'all ain't read all this stuff. So you came out here and taught it, and you taught it halfway. So now I got to come through and say, bro, it's a lot more that he taught to that. He didn't just talk about reptilian. He explained all of it. Reptilian ancestry. All right. The humanoid dinosaurs. Come on now. Who were the snake people? Who was this snake that was Nakash? Why would he be associated with or likened unto a snake? Because of his genetic makeup. Or their genetic makeup. Make more sense, don't it? That it was a man that was scaly than a man that was a snake slithering around. And if the snake is slithering around, how you going to curse the snake that's already slithering around to crawl on his belly? And when we look at snakes today, we don't see no legs. We just see a snake. So a snake ain't crawling no damn where. To crawl, you should use your legs. And if he was already on his belly, how you curse him to crawl on his belly? And how he talk without a larynx or a voice box. You with me? I'm telling you something. The games is over. That's what I'm telling you. Another thing is, people may not understand this part, right? But what if you found out that some of the creators who you call God are reptilians? What if you found that out? That the monsters in the movie look like God? What if you run into one of the angels and they're an angel, but they look like a lizard? People say, how is that possible? Because what you're mistaking for the nature of a being is actually the genetic makeup of that being. Again, look at human beings. Y'all are reptiles. You also have mammal DNA. You understand? Amphibian DNA. It's like y'all are the melting pot of taxonomy. Human beings. You understand? You run into God and it look like a gray. A gray is a reptilian. Look at them. Or they're brown skin, but they look like what they showed you on. Let me show you what God could look like. The man who fell to earth. All right, go look up the man who fell to earth. Look at his family, how they were showing his family. You understand? That could be what God looked like. Melanin dominant reptilian humanoids. Say, God damn. Melanin dominant reptilian humanoid. You don't say. It's possible. And until one of you can attest to confirm or deny, profirm or deny what I'm saying, all of this is possible. You do get how this goes? Can you be forgiven for sin, cursing out the Holy Spirit? I don't know that. I don't do that. I'm not the one who be forgiving people for that. I don't know. I have no idea. But I could tell you this. We got way more business to tend to, all right? Way more important business, vital business to tend to than to worry about whether or not you cursed out some shit you don't even know what it is. We don't even have time to stop and entertain that, okay, or engage with that. I can let you rest assured about that. If anything, you're causing harm to yourself to curse out something that you feel is good. You're just hurting you. It's not hurting us or them. All right? That's what I can tell you. It ain't like we stopped the ships. Him like, wait a minute, y'all heard that shit? Some nigga just said, fuck the Holy Spirit. We ain't pulling up on you out there. Can you imagine that? No, there's more important things to do. Way more. Yeah, everything I'm saying you can research. That don't mean you got to believe it. I'm just saying you can research it. And you'll see what I'm saying. Yeah, scientists are telling you that. They say human beings have reptilian ancestry. Just go look this shit up. It's all over everywhere. They were calling Dr. York crazy, though, when he was teaching it. Anybody know the movie Face talked about earlier? I talk about a lot of movies. I don't remember. What if when you're hurting you, you're also hurting them? You're not hurting them. You're not hurting them. You're not. Listen, y'all, they live their own lives. Y'all hearing what I'm explaining to you? Okay, let me show you what's going on in heaven. You live in Atlanta, right? This other nigga live in St. Louis. Whatever they eat in Atlanta, they might don't eat in St. Louis. But they both eat. Whatever they drive, whatever is like the main car, how like Hellcats and shit, like for the hood niggas and shit. In Atlanta, they might not drive them cars in St. Louis, but they still drive cars. Whatever type of houses look like, how do I know? I can tell you this. The vehicle that pulled up on me when I was 12 years old was a physical vehicle. It had physical people on it. They were wearing clothes. All right? That's as much I could tell you. The clothes had to come from somewhere. Wherever the vehicle came from, they had to be able to produce that vehicle. All right? And me being able to see them meant light was reflecting off of them. And this was real life. This was real life. So I'm showing you, again, you don't have to believe any of this, that even if you refer to heaven as the Crystal City, Silver City, Union City, it don't matter what you call it, you go read the book of Revelation, they'll describe heaven for you. And they don't say, and there was a ball of gas, which would have still been physical. You know that, right? Because gas is still a physical thing. It's just the molecules are moving at a faster pace. They're not as tightly packed. You understand? So you go look up in the book of Revelation. If you need it specifically, you can go to Revelation, I think, chapter 21. All right. They describe the city coming down. Okay. And the city is described in the book of Revelation as having gates. Okay. Which is physical. Jewels on those gates is physical. And even if the Hebrew Israelites come in and say, that's wrong, and try to say it's an allegory, guess what? That's the shit still comes down from God out of heaven. And if they're going to tell me that the book was never meaning that the God kingdom would ever come down, then we got an even bigger problem. Because a part of the whole get up is that Jesus coming back. The Son of Man will be returning. Or God will be coming to earth. So how he going to get here? You understand? And they said the sky would roll back like a scroll. And everybody would see behind that veil. You understand what I'm saying? That means everybody will see God, and everybody's going to see him. Then that means that this is a physical occurrence. That's the only way it would be possible. You hear me? So it's a physical thing. That's how I would know. Other than that, I mean, again, you don't got to believe anything I'm saying. What I'm saying to you is these are people, according to what's documented and according to what I know. These are people. Do they have technology and biology that I don't fully understand and we don't fully understand? Hell yeah. Because even when I went up on a craft, I didn't understand what that thing was they were using to scan my body and put my body parts up on a screen is all I could call it. I don't know what else to call it. So I don't understand what they were doing even in them days where they were accounting for this stuff, saying they saw a bird come down, you know what I'm saying? They could have been talking about a plane, but we don't know what the hell to call that shit. Go watch the movie The Guys Have Gone Crazy, something like that. The Guys Have Gone Crazy. I think is what it's called. Some of y'all probably know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? They didn't know what cars and automobiles were. They thought they were animals. Weird animals. That's all they knew they were. They didn't know what to call them. Because they never seen no shit like that. So you see some shit you ain't never seen, you're not going to know what to call it, but you will know to compare it to something that you already know about. You hear me? Which is why it's important to remember even the burning bush situation. The bush was not burning. They never said the bush was burning. I don't even know why they put that in the captions when they be pulling up the Bible scripture. He said in the book of Exodus, chapter 3, you'll find it, right? The bush was not burning. They were trying to find out how. Moses was trying to find out, why is this bush not burning? He know what fire is, so it should burn, right? No, it was a different type of light. That's why. It was a different type of light. And they didn't know that was a device, a vehicle, okay, that was giving off light. The same way our phones give off light, our TVs give off light. You know what I mean? The light bulbs give off light. If you were to go and take that 3,000 years back, they would see the same thing, a ball of fire, because they think fire is light to them. That's where you get the word esh and or. All right, esh, or, and nur are light. And then you have nar, which is a different type of light. So different lights. Even in the Kabbalion or Kabbalah, when they talked about light or divine light, they were really speaking about devices a lot of the time. And they didn't know what it was. You hear me? So their thing was, I'm going to describe it to the best of my ability and give people this description. Same thing y'all do now. With all the technology and information you have now, you still call them UFOs. Which means you just don't know what it is. Ain't that crazy? All the information and technology you have to this day, you still do the same thing the Romans did over 2,000 years ago. Go look this up. They called them flying shields. Why? Because they know what a shield is and they know what it means to fly. So they call them flying shields. You call them flying saucers. Same shape, same all of that. You know what I mean? Hey, 731 Parker. There's no reason for you to stay, is it? Block. A lot of people say, hey, you don't got to be here. But you're not going to lead people away. You just lead yourself away. You feel what I'm saying? Flying shields, go look them up. Romans. Flying saucers, flying shields, same shit. You hear me? No need shield if I got Under Armour. Okay. Yeah, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Go watch the movie Fourth Kind also. They'll explain a little more too. Because people were calling these beings owls. And they were really grays. You understand? Which is why I told y'all pay attention. But yeah, go watch the Fourth Kind movie. It's a lady who was interviewing people. And she was basically, they put a lot of the real footage in the documentary. I call it a documentary. I don't call it a movie. But she was basically taking people's story. I think she was either some type of psychiatrist or therapist or something like that. And they were experiencing where these beings were coming into their vision. And they were experiencing sleep paralysis. And they said they looked at the window and they kept saying, I see an owl. I see an owl. I see an owl. What was the owl? It was the extraterrestrial called the Greys. And I put this in the book, How to Speak Elite. I think I did. You feel what I'm saying? Which is why I told y'all, pay attention to the symbolism that Drake uses, the symbolism that the Masons use, the symbolism that comes in the form of Molech, all right, or Malak, El Malak, all right, which is the owl god, as you find on Bohemian Grove. There's no owl god. These beings looked like owls, so they called them owls. Make sense? This is their genetic makeup, causing them to look like this. Their heads were bigger. You feel what I'm saying? Their eyes were bigger. They looked different than human beings do. You feel me? Exactly where you get the OVO from. The big eyes and the small mouth. All right? So you'll find those same types of images in the Sumerian documentation. You feel me? And I put all this in the book. The point being, it's not a spiritual thing. Jesus is not a spirit. Never was. If it is a man that we're talking about, then it is a man, a humanoid being. The angels are not spirits either. You want to know what spirit would be? Spirit would mean these beings have different types of molecular structure. They have quantum stealth technology that they're able to access. Okay, meaning they can move around in this realm undetected. Human beings can't see them. All right. And other types of technology can't pick up on them either. You feel me? So if there's a spirit, as you calling it, meaning something is moving around you and you can't see it, that just means they're moving around you and you can't see it. There's still a configuration of some sort moving around in this realm. That's just technology or biology that you don't understand. You with me? So if we got to send somebody in and we don't need them to be detected, that's what we do. Send them in so that they're undetectable. But we still send them in. You want to know who does that right now? They'll send people into your house? The CIA. And they don't got to move. It's called remote viewing. Finally, people are starting to figure out what that is. They'll come right into your house. Same thing we can do. Same thing they can do. They'll come right in your house. Walk right through your walls and sit right there and hear you talk. I ain't gonna lie. It's a lot I can do, all right? It's a lot I know how to do. And a lot of stuff, you just hold it under wraps. I know how to do a lot of things. And people think I activated astral projection on purpose. No, my first astral projection that I remember, I was 12 years old. It happened to me. And then I knew how to do it. And how I did it was so weird. I'm like, I could just focus on energy moving around the base of my skull and I'm out of here. And I do it all the time. But that's just one thing. And I had to do a whole class on astral projection so that people could understand the in and outs of it. There's so much more I do. And so much more that's happening to me these days. Remember I told y'all I wake up and I can see with my eyes closed? Now, I'm going to ask the same question I asked 4 years ago. Anybody else experiencing that? Is anybody else experiencing when you wake up and your eyes is closed and you can see around you? You look at your hands, you can see your hands. Has anybody experienced that? Because last time I tried to tell people about that, they were like, oh, so you was on shrooms? Or they were like, oh, was you imagining? I'm like, y'all not hearing what I'm saying. I'm saying I wake up, I get up, and I can move around and not only see things around me, I can see people. Now, it only lasts for about 30 to 45 seconds. And I'm not doing this like how fucking Johnny from Fantastic Four snapped his fingers and fire come out. I'm not doing it on purpose. It just happens. So, okay, you see a few times. I don't not believe you. It could happen because this just started happening to me in 2018. I remember the first time it happened. I was laying in my sister's room. Right? She on her bed, I'm on my bed. We were in Laurel Point, Clayton County. I remember I give you the time, all that. I remember I woke up and I think she was about to get ready to go to school. I woke up, I lifted my hand up. My eyes were still closed. I lifted my hand up and I could see my hand. And I was like, whoa. And I looked at the ceiling and I could see the little indentures from the paint, whatever they were doing. I could see that on the ceiling. Then I saw this rainbow on around the edges of the ceiling. And then I wound up, either I was coming back from an astral projection or I went into astral. I don't really remember right now. But I remember that. And then after it faded, I asked my sister what she saw. She said she looked and saw that I was like, had my hand in the air. I said, yeah, I was looking at my hand. She was like, yeah. She said she didn't think much of it. She said, you always doing weird shit. Like, you always experiencing weird stuff. She said, so I didn't think nothing of it. I'm like, okay. But I'm telling you, I saw my hand. You feel me? With my eyes closed. That was the first time it happened. And it's happened a few times since then. And I ran into, because I was really searching, y'all. I ran into a Caucasoid on the web, right? Because I'm literally looking. I'm like, who else is experiencing this shit? Like, what activation is this? I ain't heard of this. And it was a white guy. He was like, yo, he said, because I finally found him on one of these forums because he was talking about it. So I found him and DM'd him. And he was like, he went through the same thing. He was asking me questions. He was like, yo, when you look up, do you realize that, he said, when you open your eyes, do you realize that what you were looking at is just slightly lower? You know what I'm saying? Than what you were seeing when you had your eyes closed. I said, yeah. He was like, yo, that's crazy. He said, I've experienced the same thing. So wherever this white guy is, he had the same activation around the same time I did. I don't know what that activation is, but all I know is it happened. What I started to do, because it started happening so often at one point. It don't happen as often now, but it was happening so often. I would go to rest with water bottles in front of me to test it, right? And when I woke up and realized that it was happening, I would literally look to see if I could pinpoint where the water bottle was, just see if my mind was playing tricks. And I could. You feel what I'm saying? And when I would do that, I would reach my hand toward the water bottle, and then I would miss the water bottle by like a centimeter. You feel what I'm saying? And then I open my eyes, the water bottle be right next to where I was about to reach at. You hear me? So what I did it with my phone too. I wake up, my phone would be near me. So I would look at my phone and then see if I could get it right on point where I was looking at. I open my eyes, my phone would be a little lower. So I started thinking, I'm like, maybe what's happening is what I'm seeing is coming from what people call the third eye. And the third eye would be technically a little bit higher than the two eyes beneath, right? The projection of that point where they put the little dot for the Hindu, the Bindi, would have been higher, which means the angle would have been higher also. All right. So I'm like, okay, maybe that's it. Do I know that to be true? Nah, because it's new to me. I ain't never heard nobody talk about that shit. But I saw it in the movie Matrix. You feel me? I went and watched the movie Matrix like a while after I first started experiencing it, and I saw it there where the nigga had lost his eyes and he was able to see, except it didn't look like fire to me. It looked like a pale purple outline of things. That's how it always looked, like a pale purplish outline. The dude said it looked black and white, like he could see contrast, which I get that, but I saw a little purple in there. But I tell you, you can see people. People look like shadows, but you can see their outline, their silhouette. You know what I mean? So I don't know how many other people experience that, but I have. Other than that, I dozed in my chair and ended up in my yard, sitting in the same position, felt the air change and everything, but my physical body was still indoors. I understand that. It's all kind of stuff, man. This shit is exciting, really, when you think about it. Y'all remember when the fuck were like on December 21st, 2021, black people were gonna get their powers? Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? And y'all remember how many people were like, when December 22nd came, they were like, they still loading. Y'all remember that? I remember how mad I was. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way it's that easy, bro. To just say whatever the fuck you want to say. Ain't no damn way. I was mad at hell. Then they got mad, like, as the days passed, they got mad like we did something to them so they didn't get their power. That shit was just about how they were like the Amber Alert shit with the everybody had to put their phones up. They're about the same type of feeling. Oh man. Y'all know they were like saying for real that the emergency system shit that was gonna fuck your genes up and stop you from growing, and the hamburgers that you ate was gonna kill you. Remember this? Like, and y'all wonder why I got trust issues? Them people said, oh, because then shit happened, right? They're like, nah, don't worry. It's gonna activate the zombie later. It's like they just keep pressing the button that say delay or snooze on what's going on. They just keep pushing the button, pushing it back. Say it's gonna happen later. Later when? That was just a fucking noise, bro. Y'all made all this noise about a little noise. And we done heard this noise. Every time it was a flood warning, we heard that noise. Every time an Amber Alert, we heard that noise. What the fuck is supposed to be this special? Then nobody asked these niggas, bro, how y'all know what it gonna sound like? Didn't none of y'all hear it yet? Didn't none of y'all niggas hear this shit? How you know? Start asking motherfuckers, how you know? You know what this shit gonna sound like. They said it was gonna be another one, and this wasn't it. This isn't the end. They kept putting up the movie Cell. I'm like, y'all, bro, this ain't TV. Are we already free? I'm free. You know what I mean? I don't know about everybody. I'm free. I don't feel imprisoned. I'm not trapped. I can leave. I guess you got to answer that. I don't know. I can't answer that for you. How do you become free? What is free to you? You got to set, like, what are the parameters? What does free look like? In your reality, what is free? Because free to you might not be free to the next person. Free to you, you might be out here living life. Somebody in prison, they're free and you're free is two different things. Somebody might be trapped in an abusive relationship and can't move, can't do nothing. Every time they wake up, they're getting beat on. You understand? They want to be free. So you're free. Maybe I'm free. I can just tell you, nothing is holding me here. I'm not trapped. You don't feel free? Okay, well then here's what you do. Write down what is free on a piece of paper. Go outside and burn it. And meditate on what you burned. I mean, narrow it down to 3 things if you need to. Because sometimes when you have less things to focus on, all right, you'll be able to send more energy in those directions. Write down what is free to you. On a piece of paper, go outside and burn it in your backyard. A little piece of paper. Now, I ain't telling nobody to commit no arson, none of this shit. A little bitty piece of paper, get it. Index card if you got to. Tear a piece of paper, write down what being free is to you. Why light it on fire? You're pulling in another element that can help you with that visualization process, right? And once you can visualize something, it just becomes realization after that. Different levels: manifestation, visualization, realization. Remember, I told you, you're never manifesting anything, not truthfully, because if you can think it, it already exists. And you didn't create the elements that calls for your house that you wanted. You wanted a house. You wanted a house real good. I don't want to say real bad. You wanted a house real good. You finally got the house. You say, I manifested this. No, you didn't. You know what I mean? The wood already existed. The atoms that come together to create the wood already existed. You with me? The electrical circuits were already there. The energy that flows through the electrical circuits was already here. All you did was brought it together, even if in your mind. In the moment that you laid eyes on it, all right, you were able to touch it. The information was able to connect with you. Your sensory input lit up and you said, I have this house. All right. It was in your reality at that point, right? It was real to you, right? Okay. Realization. That's the ultimate goal of bringing things into your life. Look what I just said. Bringing things into your life. It already exists. So that means freedom for you also exists. You might be speaking about financial freedom. You might be talking about spiritual freedom. You might be talking about physical freedom, being relieved from physical bondage. And I mean, it depends on what you see as physical bondage, because some people get out of prison. They like, damn, they want to go back because they realize this society is functioning more like a prison than inside the prison. That might sound crazy to some of y'all, but I've talked to people who come out of there and they be wanting to go back. You understand? A lot of people in the prisons are more spiritual than people who are out here. So I'm free. I don't have a want or desire to be free from anything. I know when it's time, I leave. I want more people to have that type of peace. Same people, they DM me all the time. You can imagine my DMs is crazy, right? All right. Like I told you, I see people DM. I can't respond to everything. But I seen people all the time. I say, yo, you sure you don't want to just, yo, man, you can get out while you ahead, da-da-da-da? Nah, it's my being free that allows me to move with no worry. I'm not worried. You know what I mean? Something pop off, all right. If I didn't want to make it to another level and be able to stay here with people longer, I wouldn't be upping my artillery. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be still, every time I go out, I got swords with me. I obviously want to be here to be able to do stuff, to make stuff work. You know what I mean? I'm not just going out, just hands open, like, come get me, knowing what the situations are. You know what I mean? But that don't mean that however it is going, I'm ready. However, because I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I get profirmations every day that show me I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. You should be able to find a sign in something. You know what I mean? Even if you're not, somebody might be visually impaired. Somebody might be hearing impaired. Okay? There's a sign available for you. Information can come to you in so many different ways here. You need to be always, listen, always in every direction, always perpetually looking for signs of confirmation or profirmation. Always. And if you don't know what a sign is, guess what you can do? You know what I mean? I don't give a damn how many people call you crazy. Guess what you can do? Ask. You see this whole time this video been on there, what I'm doing? Standing in front of a what? A sign. You see the movie Bruce Almighty? When they were like, yo, I need a sign. And all them signs came in front of him and he ignored them. They showing you something. When you get a sign, that should be the key right there. Do what you're doing. Keep doing that. You know what I mean? Sometimes it might be overwhelming how many signs you see. That's a good thing, though, because you're where you're supposed to be. And you're who you're supposed to be. It's a journey, y'all. Everybody's chasing the end. Let me give you a spoiler. You're going to get there anyway. You don't got to run to it. Is anybody in here think they're not going to get to that point? Where one day, listen, we might love what we're doing here. Right? Y'all know I got to leave one day. You know what I'm saying? I can't stay here. And y'all have to leave one day. Now, for some people, that might mean a situation. For some people, that might mean a situationship. You feel me? You can't stay where you are. And one of Dr. Malachi's sayings is, you can't get over here standing there. So you're going to journey. You're going to travel. Am I sure about what I'm saying? Here's what I can say. I'm sure about what I'm saying. You said, that is my question. Listen close then. I'm sure about what I'm saying. Meaning I have to leave one day. I don't know if you're going to be having, or if you got the Dracula thing going on. I mean, that's what's up. I leave one day. Okay? Your journey as, what do you call it? A teacher, whatever you want to do. Janitor, a rapper, musician, philanthropist, whatever. All of it comes to an end. So what you're really looking for is the peace of being able to know that. That's the peace. That's the tranquility. That's Dar Islam. That's Nirvana. You understand? Which is why a lot of the Buddhists didn't agree with what they thought the subject of Nirvana meant. They thought it meant, just, deny the body, let it go, and just, basically commit suicide, spiritual suicide. That's what they thought it meant. So a lot of them debated about it. Not all Buddhas accepted it. I don't know if people know that. Right? But that's not the key of Nirvana. The key of it is to accept that which you cannot control. And that which we cannot control in this human vessel, without going against the natural course of things, where they start playing with the telomeres and stuff like that, is one day we leave. That's a peaceful thing. You hear me? So I have freedom in that. I find freedom in that every day. And if it is your intention, I'll give you this. If it's truly your intention to go back home, you're going to get there. Because the closer you get to home, the less distracted you will allow yourself to be. You know what I mean? Closer you get to home, the less room you're going to have for negativity. Closer you get to home, the more you're going to be like, I got to be lighter. I got to get lighter. You know you're getting there. And again, home is different for different people. It depends on where your center is. Home is where the heart is. You know what I mean? I wouldn't tell you anything but the truth to the best of my ability. Freedom comes with peace. Peace doesn't mean happiness. Peace don't mean sadness. People used to ask me when I was younger in high school. Interesting response for a high schooler, yes. But they used to ask me, yo, man, you doing all this stuff? Because I did a lot then. Yo, are you happy? I said, nah, I'm at peace. For a long time, I wasn't happy. You know what I mean? I'm still not happy because you're not always going to be happy. You know what I mean? Sometimes stuff happens. Do you know that this is a life that we live in? You got to be able to have peace. And peace is truly being able to accept I cannot control all things. That's where people get the Jesus take the wheel thing from. You know what I mean? Anybody ever let Jesus take the wheel? Let's talk about it. Y'all ever heard that song? I can't remember the girl name. I think it might have been Carrie Underwood. I do not know. But somebody told Jesus take the wheel in one of the gospel songs. And it was a lady that was driving and the car got to swerving. Jesus take the wheel. Y'all ever heard that song? Anybody ever let Jesus take the wheel? I mean, really. It depends on what the situation. Some of y'all probably ain't never been through shit. But you've ever been in a situation where it's like you gotta throw your hands up? That's a humbling situation. You really you can't do shit else but let Jesus take the wheel. And hope that motherfucker driving, because he remember the shit you talking shit about him the other day. You better hold that motherfucker grab the wheel. You don't want Jesus. Y'all seen the video with the video going around talking about some 3 signs to know whether or not your girl mad at you? And one of them is like she facing away from you, looking out the window. You don't want that to be Jesus, I promise. That's the last situation you want. Jesus, take the wheel. And Jesus come with I just think it's funny how. You don't want that. Y'all motherfuckers better stop offending righteousness. It ain't gonna end well. Stop offending righteousness. Do you hear me? One more time. I'm gonna say it one more time. Not because I feel like people didn't hear me, but because my voice cracked and this is redemption. Stop offending righteousness. All right? It ain't gonna end well. You tell me, you provide me an essay or a dissertation of a list of things that Jesus did that made you mad at him. You feel me? There's no reason. Stop offending righteousness. Remember Brother Polite? Don't be like him. That's the number one bullshit guy. Because because people were calling him out. Oh, this nigga was like, yo, Brother Polite. Brother Polite was like, what? Nigga was like, where my money? I sent you 3,000, nigga. I sent you 2,000, sent you 5,000, da-da-da-da. That nigga Brother Polite stood up, snatched the mic, and was like, oh, y'all mad at me? Y'all mad at me for being a con man? You need to be mad at Jesus. And idiots, people like, that's deep. No, it's not. What are you talking about? You need to be mad at Jesus. Bro, he don't even believe in Jesus. Why are you gonna be mad at the nigga don't exist? You know, you need to be mad at Jesus. That's the biggest con man of all time. Y'all think I'm lying? I'll find the clip. I couldn't believe it. I was watching this shit maybe like 18 years old. I'm like, this can't be one of our guys. People say he was one of our guys. I'm like, who the fuck? We wouldn't have said, he said, you need to be mad at Jesus. He didn't address what they were saying. He deflected like a motherfucker. It's one thing to deflect on like a physical person, right? This nigga deflected on the egregor. According to him, the nigga don't even exist. That nigga said, you need to be mad at Jesus. Nigga was like, bro, why the fuck we need to be mad at you? That's the biggest con man of all time. He told y'all he was coming back. He ain't come back in 2,000 years. I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, this nigga did not say he'll be back in 2,000 years. He really said, bro, he said, no man know the hour. They asked the nigga, bro, when you pull it up? He said, shit, I don't know. I'll be there, though. That's what he really said. He ain't even tell no nigga no time to be late, none of that. He just basically said he'll be back, but he ain't never say when. So, my point being, you know what I mean? And that was the major thing. Even in that time, I said, yo, look at how these people coming out against Jesus. They were using anything they could to deflect. Same thing they do to Dr. York. Say, remember the bro Sanchez nigga who were mad at me because I was like, bro, I'm not finna debate with you nigga about whether or not the earth is flat. I got one question. You been out there? No? All right. I win. What you talking about? You ain't been out there, right? Okay, I ain't been out there either. I don't know whether or not this bitch is flat. Your turn. He got mad at me. He was like, and Dr. York. I'm like, bro, how the fuck he get thrown in it? You weren't mad about flat earth. You were mad. So you just wanted he needed a reason to go out from Pops. That's it. So what did nigga Brother Polite say? He said, fuck Jesus. I'm like, bro, what? It went from these folk want their money back to fuck Jesus. Nah. You feel what I'm saying? Bro, stop. Don't offend righteousness. There's no reason. There's no reason. It ain't gonna end well. I just tell people just keep on the path. I know it's hard, it's tough. You want to do this. Make sure you still, no matter what you're doing, you're still dealing with you. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's easy to chastise other people, get on this. Make sure you doing that in the mirror. Make sure you looking at you and saying, yo, let me get right. You feel me? Get your house in order. Do it right away. You know what I'm saying? I know Jesus is coming. No man knows where or when. Get your house in order, for he's coming back again. I mean, some of y'all folk needed to grow up with gospel. I don't care what nobody say. Some of y'all needed that shit. You needed to wake up early AM and hear gospel. It needed to be there. But you can tell who ain't have it. I'm genuinely asking for better understanding from you. What are you asking? I didn't see your question. Who is Jesus? He's a character out of the Bible. That's all I know. He ain't came to me. Yeah, only interaction I've ever had with Jesus was I got real sick after coming home from, actually it was the last day. I remember the last day I was on tour, this 2021. I got real sick out of nowhere, right? And I remember being on the phone with a sister who I was talking to at the time. She was trying to like cheer me up. And I'm like, nah, I ain't feeling down. Like I said, I really feel like I couldn't move, right? I knew I had been dancing around a lot, performing, all that. I wasn't drinking no water, all kind of stuff. So I'm like thinking I'm dehydrated. I was messed up. I was able to get on the plane, and Montana had got sick too. They said we had COVID, right? So I got on the plane. I went back home. Long story short, I couldn't move. I'm in the room, fucked up. And it's late night. Ain't nobody up. I'm calling. Can't nobody hear me. You know what I'm saying? My mama's office was next to my room. So I'm like, I was able to muster enough energy to like pull my door open. I'm crawling. And I could see a Coca-Cola on the, the desk. I could see a Coca-Cola. I'm crawling. I'm like, if I had a superpower at that moment, it would have been telekinesis, because all I needed was that Coca-Cola. I know I'm dehydrated and I need fluid in my body, right? And can't nobody hear me. I'm calling everybody name, everybody sleep. I'm like, damn. And I can't even scream that loud. I'm like, this can't be how I go. This lame as hell. So I crawled I couldn't even get up to grab the Coca-Cola. So I crawled into the living room, crawled to my mama's room, and I just knocked with what was left in me. But something was going on. One of my little sisters was up. Some other shit, they weren't supposed to be up. My mama opened the door. She walked right clean over a nigga. I said, damn, that's crazy. You know what I mean? She walked up. She was going off on her. She was supposed to be asleep, whatever was going on. I guess she had been knocking on her door before I came in there. Whatever was going on, I don't know. But I just laid there. My mama went back in the room. She was like, you good? I'm like, yeah, I just don't feel well. But I think she was too irritated to even hear me, which is crazy, right? So same sister who was walking around, I was like, yo, I said, in my travel bag, I was trying to get her attention. I said, in my travel bag, I got some clothes in there. I said, will you bring me a bundle of the clothes and put it up under my head? I needed to prop my head up. Sister had an attitude. This girl went to the back, grabbed a few of them clothes. She dropped the shit 3 feet away from me. I was saying, like, you put it up under my head. She's like, what? I'm like, never mind. So she just wandered off. I'm telling you, all this shit real.